He's Oscar.
He's Oscar. Should we do that like just a really sort of sad moment? Like, what? He's Ben.
And he's Oscar.
Varsity.
Varsity. Women's
Varsity
rugby.
women's rugby.
Here in Richmond.
Richmond
Athletic
We're
Ground.
putting on an affected accent because this is how people from Richmond sound.
I think that's a good.
I like that. That's an okay start. Yeah.
Okay, we've worked that one out.
Okay.
See, we've contributed now.
Yeah.
After sitting
We
around
pulled
doing
our
nothing.
weight. We
our weight.
failed
With
to
the
find the
towel.
women's toilets,
With
and
the
now
towel.
that's an awful thing to say. If anyone's listening to this, we were asked to go to the women's toilets by Saul, and what seemed to be a time-wasting exercise.
It was a time wasting it. He's looking forward to Christmas.
And he still thinks Santa's real. Oh, right. He's Ben,
And he's Oscar.
and we are delighted to be in Richmond for the women's varsity rugby.
Match.
I was going to say game, but match will work absolutely fine.
Yes,
It's all to play for.
It's the penultimate match of Varsity 2023. We're here at Richmond Athletic Ground,
Indeed.
waiting patiently for the start of the women's rugby game.
So the current scores, let's break it down for you at home. 15 points to UCL at the moment in the varsity competition, and
10 points to King's College, so UCL pretty strongly in the lead.
quite strongly in the lead. But will we see a last-minute grasp for glory from King's College? Well,
We'll
as
have to
UCL
find out.
representatives, we can't really hope for it. But in the spirit of impartiality, best of luck, Kings. We know you can do it.
Best of luck to both sides.
Yeah.
Let's hope they all try really hard and have lots of fun out there on the pitch.
You're going to do great.
It's a little bit of a rainy, grey
It is.
afternoon here in
It is
Richmond.
rather quite cold. We've
Bit
layered up.
chilly. Yes, I've got my scarf on.
I've got my jumper
nice
on.
and toasty and warm.
Yeah, I know. It's lovely,
And,
isn't it?
Yes, we're having a delightful time out here.
We are having a delightful time. So we'll give you over to the commentators,
Absolutely.
ready for the match of your lives.
Yes.
Enjoy.
It's going to be thrilling.
Toodle pip.
Good evening and welcome to the penultimate event of the London Varsity 2023. We're live from the Richmond Athletic Ground and it's the women's rugby. I'm going to be your commentator for both games tonight, with the men coming up at 7:30. But for the first game, I'm joined by Isabel, who's graduated now, but has taken part in a few varsities.
Yes, so I took part in Varsity in 2020, the famous COVID spread of Varsity, right before lockdown, and also last year. I'm very excited to see how the team has progressed. I think it should be a very good game with UCL winning, of course, and I'm very excited for it to start.
You're very invested in getting a UCL win today. You've had some tough games against KCL in the past.
Yes, unfortunately they beat us in about the last 5 minutes of the game last year. So I'm hoping for a win early on in the game. Lots of tries from UCL, and then a big smash, you know?
At least we can rest in the comfort that regardless of the win today, UCL will be retaining the varsity, or regaining the varsity.
Regaining, yes.
I believe the score is 15-10 overall, so whatever happens today, we'll be taking that home.
Yeah,
Rightly so.
I think last year it rested on the football game right at the end.
We had quite a dramatic football on Friday night.
Oh, okay.
It was quite something. I was there, and bit of drama, penalties in both games. Fortunately, a loss in the women's, but great penalty shootout in the men's, and we took home the victory in that one.
Let's hope tonight's game is as exciting.
I think the conditions are going to be conducive for a very good game. As far as I know, the UCL want to play an expansive game, and I think KCL are they known for being a bit more of the aggressive? Because in last year's game they played a lot of 9, a lot of pick and go.
I believe that this year they're quite into their kicking, but we've got some attackers on the UCL team which enjoy taking a big kick and then sprinting it down the field. So hopefully that should work to UCL's advantage this year.
You do have some real wheels in the team.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to join a training session in the 15, I noticed.
Yes.
It was very speedy indeed.
15, Ellie Pole. She is incredible.
Last year's game, KCL did clear their lines a lot better. And UCL were almost going from wherever in the pitch, didn't earn the right to go wide. They were just sort of going for it from anywhere. And sometimes that did pay off. But other times they really did get pinned down in that game.
Yeah, that we were forward heavy last year, whereas this I think might be a bit of a game for the backs. All right, the chants are starting.
Wow, I'm sure you can hear that.
And we're getting ready for kickoff.
Looks like KCL are going to make them wait. Classic. Mind games already.
UCL will be receiving to start. We've got a strong setup of the forwards and the front.
It's Coach Chris leaving the pitch now. How's Chris? Is he a good coach?
Chris is an incredible coach. He's been with the team for years. And this is sadly his last year with the team.
This is last year?
He is leaving. He has said every year that he's leaving, but apparently this year he has confirmed that he is officially leaving and is coaching Wasps women. So he's moved on. But we also have some former captains here. We've got Millie Cadman, who helped to coach the team. She was captain in 2019, which was when UCL Women's last won the Varsity game. So hopefully her influence will have paid off, and we'll be taking home the win today. We've got lots of former players hanging around at the side of the pitch as well, ready to scream.
Kickoff coming up. KCL playing right to left as we see it in the red and blue. UCL in the light blue and white.
My heart is beating very fast in anticipation of this. The crowd are getting excited. There's a lot of signs out.
People are starting to file in now. I was worried to be I think we're sold out tonight. I believe we're sold out.
Yeah.
It's nice to see people getting in here early for the first game.
And kickoff has started. That is taken by Benny. She's charging it forwards. Big tackle from Kings. That is taken by Emma Keston. Down to the ground. Big push forwards. UCL are gaining ground. The whistle has gone. I believe there was holding on the ground. And that is a penalty to Kings.
They'll kick this into the corner, yeah.
Yes.
Last year you played a lot of, I don't think you kicked into the corner once last year. It was all tap and go from all over the pitch, whereas KCL were more of the pragmatic and putting it in the corner and try and win those set pieces.
Unfortunately, our key kicker broke her ankle last year.
Oh, that's
not long before. Oh, someone just fell over the side of the pitch. Oh no, they're retrieving the ball. Yes, so last year we were very much trying to use our forwards to push our way down the pitch rather than kicking for advantage. But UCL have a strong line out. Hopefully they'll be competing for the ball here. Just getting set up. Kings put their front pod up and they're going for the maul. UCL are pushing back. And that's their 7 pushing forwards, but UCL still tackling, keeping them out. Oh, dropped ball from Kings there. And UCL have regained the ball. They're taking it into contact.
See if they can clear the lines here, but they won't have to.
And I can't see what that call is, I believe. Penalty to UCL by the looks of it, and they're going for a scrum.
Going to take a scrum. That's an unusual choice.
Especially this close to their own try line, but oh no, they seem to have changed their mind. What are we going for?
It looks like they're going to play. True UCL spirit,
Yeah,
they're going to play.
tap and go.
Oh.
Knock on from UCL there. It'll be a King's scrum.
I wonder why that is the tactic again this year. Do you know if they have a strong kicker in the squad, or they don't feel confident to clear their
I'm not
lines
sure
or
if
something?
UCL do have a strong kicker this year. I've only been to one of their matches, which was right at the start of the year. I think that they're relying on their strong players to push their way through.
Started similarly to last year, you know, had early territory and possession for Kings. There was very ferocious defence from UCL.
Varsity always gets the spirits up.
Yeah, in training I watched them some tapes from the year, and then I watched the game from last year, the Varsity. It was almost night and day. There was the energy and the aggression in the tackles for Varsity. You just get really up for the game.
I think we especially found that last year.
Near the mark, surely, yeah. Thank you very much.
All right, that gives UCL some more time to set up.
These 7 and 8 played last year, and they're very strong carriers of the ball.
Yeah. I believe their centres had quite a good technique of looping.
Flying in there.
UCL are holding them off. I think that was a nice tackle from Ivana Zak there. Small and mighty.
No, they try to move it wide.
Annika flying up.
There's numbers on the outside, they can reach them. Just 2 more passes.
Oh, Kings dropped the ball. And it's lost.
And it's forwards.
Good defence from UCL, keeping them out there. Flying up at Kings.
They sucked them in well with a few short balls, and if the passing had gone to hand, that would have surely been a walk-in the corner.
Fortunately, UCL's pressure is too much for Kings.
Did well to force the 10 back inside. They looked to go wide earlier on, but there was a rush defence on the outside, and it pushed the 10 back inside.
So this is another scrum. Can UCL keep the ball?
A lot of space to clear on this near side if they go for the kick.
Fast out the scrum.
Oh, they won't. They're going to play.
That's the captain flick. And it's gone to Precious, one of the strongest wingers at UCL. That's Annika there. Off to Benny. And they're off. And UCL have regained some territory there.
They look to a bit of stability now, a few carries short.
It's a strong carry.
Oh, straight through the middle of the ruck. Gosh, is it?
And we've got the forward smashing through King's defence.
Looks like they have numbers wide if they want to move it now.
That's the captain flick, Felicity Canning. Her second Varsity appearance.
Offload didn't go to hand, but it's still backwards. There's a slight forward pass there.
Penalty.
Scrum KCL ball just inside the UCL half.
And what are Kings going for? A scrum.
Similar attack again, same as last year, looking to play away from the own 22. It looks like you do have a speed advantage on the outside if you get the ball there.
Yeah, we've got Precious, the winger, hanging out on this side of the pitch. She's very speedy.
Did she play with you last year, or was this her Varsity debut?
I believe she's new to the team this year. I'm not sure if she's played rugby before. Definitely looks like she has. Oh, that's the King's centre. UCL are working hard. Spreading their defence out. And that's Annika. Again, small and mighty. Turnover.
Straight around the side of the ruck there. Looked like they were away for a second, but got to enter from the back.
Yeah, penalty to Kings. And what are they taking? They're kicking by the looks of it. Strong kick from Kings.
Yeah, nice ground made. They're going to line out to Kings just outside the UCL 22.
From their captain, I believe. And our King's going to go for the maul again.
It was stopped pretty well last time. They made maybe a few yards and started to get pushed backwards before they had to use the ball.
Some strong forwards in the UCL team. We've got Ivana Zak going up to the front, also her second varsity appearance.
KCL have shortened the line out, dropped a few forwards into the back line, so should be a big carry in the midfield.
UCL tackles are pushing Kings back.
They're doing well to put the pressure on the 10 off on the back of the ruck. She really doesn't have much time to do anything at all.
No, they're really flat.
Now they have numbers on the short side if they can move it.
UCL's defence is spreading to cover that territory.
Yeah, really tackling the numbers and stopping them before the game line. There's a strong carry from KCL now up towards the 22.
UCL are reorganising their defence quickly. Flying up again. That was their 9 making a big tackle, Claire. That is the KCL captain making a break. And that's KCL centre. And UCL have got them off. The line out for UCL.
I think that's the same Kings 12 as last year as well. She was putting in some massive hits last year. She was really strong.
She captained last year as well, I remember well. We've got some unfortunate injuries in the UCL squad this year. The captain, Marina, is out. And UCL keep the ball in the line out and they're kicking. That was a kick from Flick, nicely caught by Kings.
Looks like it may be in front of the kick here, penalty to KCL. It's within kickable range here, it'll be interesting to see what KCL do.
It's looking like a scrum. See if UCL can keep them out.
Quite a dominant scrum as well last year. I don't think you got turned over too many times, but you were certainly going backwards last year.
Yeah.
And they look to carry off 8 as well, off the back of a strong scrum.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see what they do now. They've got a nice line out here.
They have 8 pick and go.
Yeah.
Up towards the 5-metre line, but a strong tackle.
Can UCL keep them off? UCL are spreading their defence nicely. And Kings were holding on to the ball. Penalty. What decision are UCL going to take? It looks like they're kicking. Oh no, tap and go. That is Zainab. Also her second varsity appearance, flanker for UCL. And that was Mahika.
I'd like to see him at least relieve some pressure. It's quite tireless defence from them in the first opening 10 minutes.
Definitely.
But I'm sure they're going to run again.
Yeah.
Of course they are. Here we go.
And who is it taking that? Is that Emma Keston, I believe. Also her second varsity appearance. And that is Emmy. Second row, third varsity appearance actually.
There is so much space in the backfield. Kings almost know that UCL are going to kick it at this point, but if they put something in behind, they're going to get a good chase on. There's space opening up here to get some offloads.
Strong tackles from Kings. And it's gone to Benny, and that's Emmy out on the wing. And she was pushed out. The Kings captain is receiving some medical attention.
And the warners will come on. It's pretty much the first break in play. It's been pretty hectic first 10 minutes.
Let's hope UCL can get their breath back after all that defence. Come back even stronger. We've got the coach Chris giving a pep talk.
KCL are coming to this game off the back of a strong season, winning the LUSL League and performing well in Bucks. Southeastern Division 1. Do you know how the Bucks went for UCL this year?
I'm pretty sure UCL won their Bucks League. Every time I looked at their Instagram, they've been beating their opponents about 70-0. So a pretty strong Bucks League for UCL as well. In terms of the LUSL League, I'm not too sure how UCL did. I believe they faced a lot of cancellations. But at their last meeting, Kings did beat UCL by about 7 points, so quite narrow. UCL will be looking to reclaim the victory. I'm back on. Both teams have some freshers and new faces on the pitch, looking to put their name on the teams. That looked like a knock-on from Kings. And we've got a scrum.
All possession in territory for KCL, but they haven't really been threatening the UCL line. Again, a similar story to last year. And KCL seemed to tire around the 40-minute mark. It was low scoring, tight game. He really came into it just the start of second half.
Quite a strong scrum from UCL. Here it's gone out the side. And we'll go back for another scrum. We've got 2 new faces for the UCL team on the front row. And we have Harmony Jenkins playing hooker. She was on the team last year.
Looks like Harmony Jenkins was new to playing rugby at UCL and she gave up 10 years worth of hockey. Let's take up rugby.
And that is Precious.
Good carry for Precious. Onto the left-hand side.
Ellie Paul
Stays open up.
And that's gone to Catherine Marlowe. That was a big gain of territory for UCL.
Oh, she's through. Surely she'll be straight to the line.
They're heading straight down.
It's a try for UCL.
Try for UCL.
Can't quite see who it is.
No, it was right on the other side of the pitch for us. Potentially, I think it may have been Annika. Strong player, played for Middlesex last year as well.
That's really what they needed. Hopefully they'll turn the momentum because they had a long time camped in their own half, then they get a few breaks.
Yeah. And if they can keep up those runs, we've got the captain stepping in for Marina. This is Felicity Canning, kicking the ball. Quite a difficult one, but I'm sure she can do it.
Conversion is unsuccessful from wide out on the left-hand side. So UCL 5-0.
And they're looking excited for this next kickoff.
Another strong kickoff from captain inside centre Catherine Davies.
Can't quite see what that call was.
I think they were straight off their feet at the breakdown, so UCL with a penalty outside their 22. And they're going to run. Oh, unfortunately, they've spilled it. I don't know if it's been picked up. Oh, yes, it's been picked up now.
And a scrum. Let's see what UCL can do. Can they regain possession? Or will Kings be looking for a quick response? Is UCL's line flying up at Kings? Quick hands from the Kings team. UCL organising their defence well. Pick and go from the 13. Nice tackle from UCL there.
They love a pick and go and playing off 9, and the efficient tackling from UCL, but they're making yards almost every time towards the try line, KCL. It's a strong, dominant tackle there.
Kings are really having to put those players in at the rooks. UCL are just driving them back. That's the Kings 8. Pushing UCL.
And now they're going to look to stretch it on this left-hand side. They have numbers. Strong tackle from Precious.
That was Precious. And again. And Kings aren't really running up onto the ball.
No, they really look actually a lack of energy now. We haven't been playing for too long.
Flagging a bit.
Yeah. And the speed of the ball at the ruck is slow as well, so UCL have a lot of time to get set, and they're not exactly threatening the wide channels either. It's pretty comfortable for UCL right now.
Yeah, Kings just sort of moving side to side
and they've
on
stolen
the pitch. And that is Annika! Sealing the ball. They're looking for a break here, but they're sending their forwards in. A good push from Zainab.
And a penalty there for the tackle and not releasing.
Let's see what UCL can do with it.
Well, we know what UCL. We know what UCL are going to do from here.
I'm sure that they can make a line break from it though.
Going from the floor this time, probably smarter.
Good hands from Mahika there, pushing through.
See if we can get some quick ball here on the left side. And another penalty.
Another penalty.
For the same offence. Tackle not rolling away.
Kings must be getting fatigued and sloppy.
I think that try really took it out of them. I don't know if they're tired as much as they are just a bit demoralised from that early try from UCL. And penalties in succession here. I think that might be the same offence, and the referee's going to talk to them here.
The captain, please.
Momentum is really in the corner of UCL right now.
Yeah, it's the second penalty for not rolling. Make sure you roll quicker. The jackal is fine, just the roll needs to get to You have the time off.
She was on the UCL team last year, but not at Varsity, so this is her first appearance, and she's making a huge impact. Strong run from UCL's line there. And that is Emma Keston taking it in, second row. Out to Zainab, flanker. And UCL are really keeping the ball alive.
They can ship it on one more.
That's Benny. gains the ball.
It's nice to see UCL out there in half now. They're up towards KCL 22 with KCL in possession, but see if they can pin them down here for a while.
With how UCL's defence has been looking so far.
It's a strong clearance, so it looks like it's going to go into touch.
Yeah, so that is a line out. Close.
Just on UCL's 10-metre line.
Let's see what they can do with it.
It's been an encouraging start, though.
Yeah, definitely. I think UCL will really be feeling strong, keeping their energy up from that. And it is Harmony Jenkins throwing the ball in.
I'd like to see the ball get into Precious's hands more. It looks like she has a lot of energy. She made a strong double tackle in her own half. She's getting up off the floor.
Yeah. I'm not sure if any of you are fans of UCL Women's Rugby Instagram page, but they put an excellent reel up of UCL scoring a try in the first 20 seconds of a match, which was mainly done by Precious speeding down the side of the line. Emmy from UCL. She's got a lot of fans in the crowd, friends and family both here to watch.
Balls up.
Oh,
Really
she juggled,
nice
but she kept hold of the ball.
Backward. Play on.
It's backwards, still in UCL possession. And that's stolen.
We'll play the first one.
That got a bit messy. Scrum for UCL. Let's see if they can get it out to their backs and Precious out on the wing.
Crouch! Boy! Sit!
Oh, that's... Looked like a strong scrum there from UCL. I can't exactly see what's been given there, but it's a penalty to Kings. And they'll surely push this as close as they can inside UCL's 22 now.
A strong kick from Kings again.
She's a nice kicker, and you can see the difference it's making. I mean, KCL can continuously keep relieving pressure, putting the ball back inside UCL's 22.
And a line out. Are Kings going to go for more? Or are they going to try and get it out to their backs? And that has missed the line out.
You want a scrum or line out again?
Wasn't straight at the line out, so UCL can have that again.
Scrum?
Or they can have a scrum. Looks like they're opting for a scrum here.
An interesting choice, although their scrum looked quite strong.
They had a good push at the last one. I couldn't see what it was. Maybe it was wheeling the scrum, but...
Kings are definitely wary of the line breaks, keeping their fullback well outside.
It's too narrow. Yeah.
Some issues at the scrum.
Ready? Crouch! Boy! Sit!
Oh, and it's lost.
Strong scrum from Kings there, but ball on the floor means that they don't gain much territory from it.
Tackle, release, let go, boy, let go!
Again, putting about 3 people into the ruck each time.
And UCL not competing at all. They get a strong tackle but leave everyone out. And KCL are really overcommitted at these rucks. It's not giving them much options. When the ball comes out, the 10 is almost stuck every time, but she's made a wide pass here, picked up off the floor. Oh!
The ball has been stolen.
Stolen and then just fumbled on the floor. these handing errors are really costing UCL here. They keep on winning the ball back, but handing it straight back to KCL with an easy knock-on.
And another scrum. The forward pack must be getting quite tired by this point. Well, they're looking more energised than the forwards of Kings.
It's really starting to fill up here in the Richmond Athletic Ground. The whole stand is almost packed out. It's great to see.
Lots of purple as well. Nice switch from the Kings centres. Excellent tackle from UCL. And UCL have regained possession. Good strong run from UCL there. And a penalty to Kings. Who will be kicking it again, as is their strength. Kings have been within sight of UCL's try line for the majority of this game, but haven't been able to do much with it so far.
They had a line out early in the game, a similar position, they set them all. Didn't go great for them, they haven't fancied it since. Be interesting to see if they give it another crack here, about 15 metres from the line.
They're set up quite deep.
Again, short of the line out, forward in the back line.
Drops at the line out by Kings.
Locked on the inside line now. Scrappy.
And it's a scrum.
It says here that Coach Chris was once a body double for Tyson Fury in a documentary. Do you know anything about that?
That is a new fact about Chris that I've just learned.
It's surprising. I mean, Chris is a big bloke, but Tyson Fury, I don't know about that. I don't know if it's exactly flattering either.
I wonder if he shaved his head for it.
Or his belly.
Chris was coach of UCL for their last victory at Varsity. Again, alongside Millie Cadman, who's also here today.
And that's play on. It was backwards from Kings. They've won the ball back in the 22.
Sending their forwards into contact. Another scrum. Rain is perhaps making the ball slippier than they would like.
Is it raining?
It looks to be raining on the small screen that we have here.
There certainly are a lot of handling errors making the game scrappy, but UCL seem very comfortable, albeit pinned on their own 22. And another break in play while a KCL player receives treatment.
Captain of UCL is looking quite happy down on the sidelines, holding her hand to her heart.
Coach Chris would also like to give a shout out to all of his UCL alumni for the past 6 years in what could be his final UCL Varsity. I'm sure he'll be hoping to bring back the trophy in his last game.
And the Kings player is staying on. So we're taking it back to that scrum. And the Kings coach is still on the pitch.
He's been delivering messages quite consistently to the 10. I don't know what he's trying to get in there, but there is a disconnect between the forwards and backs. Maybe he's trying to address that. They pick and go quite well, but then they can't exactly hit those wide channels with some nice hands. And it's credit to the UCL rush defence, really not giving that 10 many options.
The ball's going in.
They have a great position now. I think they might go blindside here with a nice 8 pick.
Yeah, out quite quickly from
Onto the
Kings
9,
there.
maybe one more pass will send them over in the corner, but it's a loose pass and it's fumbled. It'll be UCL ball with a scrum.
UCL are keeping that pressure on Kings. Got a chant going in the crowd.
It's a very pro-UCL crowd. You'd love to see it, which makes a change to the Friday. We're sort of outnumbered by the KCL lot, but it's good to see a lot of purple in the crowd today.
Let's hope it disheartens Kings.
Even the cheerleaders, it looks like. Powerful scrum from Kings, but UCL retain the ball. They'll do well not to get pushed over their own try line here, and they do, and they're going to retain possession.
Need to get it out to those speedy backs again.
You think, all the way from their own try line? They probably will. It's been the theme of the day. And they do have numbers if they fancy it, but they've lost it, and there will be a 5-metre scrum from KCL. We're not doing themselves any favours by not looking to kick away. And it's on so much green space in the backfield, but KCL have pretty much got used to it at this point. UCL are not going to look to clear their lines.
And UCL have the speed in those players to chase that ball down as well. Lots of noise here at the ground.
I heard a little bit of Kings there, just a little bit.
Tiny bit.
Just a little bit. I think it may be coming from their bench. Just a very small. Oh, here.
UCL are drowning it out.
Now on the blind side again with the 8 pick.
UCL flankers were up to that quickly. Keeping Kings out.
I'm loving seeing them tackling numbers. Look at that. There must be 4 or 5 UCL players in there. And they don't commit to the ruck and spread their line out again.
It's like Kings are just running into a wall. Sending it out to their backs, but UCL defence is moving quickly down. UCL are keeping their defence organised, keeping Kings out. And that's just gone through the Kings player's hands. Speedy tackle from Ivona there. Kings again not gaining anything despite being so close to the try line.
But now you can see the rain is pouring down. A lot of wind out there as well. That must be what's causing these handling errors. Kings are utilising their number 8 a lot, sending them into contact. And another pick and go, trying to drive their way down the pitch. UCL keeping them out. A lot of lovely ankle tackles from UCL. Knocked on by Kings there. It is often on this left-hand side. They're trying to move the ball there, and as good as she is, the Kings inside centre, sometimes she just takes up the space for other people. Maybe if they shifted it on rather than carrying to the line, they might have an opportunity, but UCL are away, as always, tapping and going.
That was Precious taking it in, handing off a few Kings players at the same time.
It looked like she was off her feet there, but apparently the first
Kings
player has stolen the ball.
And they've dropped it. UCL are in quick at that ruck. Kings are piling the players in again. Again, UCL just driving back from those tackles. dropped. And is that Precious stolen the ball from Kings there? Let's see if Kings can organise their defence fast enough. Whether it's rain, mud, there's a lot of handling errors going on in this game.
Precious really is up for it. In defence, she's putting some big hits. Unfortunately, the ball hasn't reached her too many times. Most of the action is happening on the far side of the pitch on that left-hand side for UCL.
Going for a scrum again.
And it's very, very wet here.
And a replacement for Kings by the looks of it. 20 has come on. Here in Park.
And she's on into the back row.
Let's see if she can make an impact. UCL looking ready to go. Nice tackles from UCL. Kings looking quite disorganised on the pitch, whereas UCL's defence is shifting with them.
Strong counter out there. If UCL quit some more moments, they might be able to win this back.
Kings have kept it, but dropped the ball. Kicked it. Let's see if Precious can get that ball. Oh. Just knocked out. But good competition from Precious there. And the two teams seem to be in good spirits, with Precious and the Kings captain checking each other all right.
They have a stoppage in play here whilst the Kings blindside receives treatment.
UCL encouraging each other, keeping spirits high. Kings perhaps looking a bit more out of breath. A chant for Zainab from her loyal supporters in the crowd. It seems as though the Kings player is
Be a line out on halfway. Kings ball.
Inside line.
Kings wiping the ball down there, trying to keep it dry. Can UCL steal it? Ivana going up at the line out there, disrupted it well. And UCL are gaining ground. Knock on. And it will be a scrum for UCL.
First time UCL have ventured in the Kings half in quite some time. They've got a nice position to try and launch a set play here.
The white kit is looking quite muddy. He'll be making that scrum difficult with the slippy ground. And the ball is up with Precious. And she's just running round those Kings defenders. They can't get her down.
One more pass, Shirley's going to do it. I don't know why she didn't head for the corner there. It looked like it opened up for her.
But UCL made a nice bit of ground there. I'm sure they can finish it off. Yeah, smashing.
Powerful carry. Slow ball at the ruck though, and they look to go down the blind side again.
The Kings are holding them off well for the moment. And that's Emma Keston trying to drive the ball over the line. Emmy, you're the second row. And the ball's gone.
I got 11 offside. 11.
So we're coming back for a penalty for UCL though, whilst King's key player and captain receive some treatment in the centre of the field.
Sure, UCL can make something out of this.
So you just have to hold on for me.
Finally got to see the ball in Precious' hands. She was bouncing players off there.
Sidestepping. Everything you could want from a winger, really.
Carry on. This way. This way. Time is over. This way.
And Precious has previously played basketball. Not sure how that would help you with rugby, but
King's captain has recovered and rejoined the line as UCL tackle and go down the blind side, but they fumbled again. And it's a knock on. It will be King's scrum on their own 5-metre line.
Outside it. There's a swim.
let's hope UCL can keep the ball on this half of the pitch. UCL is setting up deep for perhaps a kick. If it goes out to the King's captain.
Set! Just hold,
The Kings go for the kick, but it doesn't go too far. Doesn't gain them much territory.
Yeah. Just this one. Closer, closer. 2 minutes with it.
As we approach the end of this first half, it would be a dream start for UCL to just sneak one more and go into the break 2 tries to the good.
Harmony drying the ball
Ready,
off.
one. Let's go.
And they'll be putting flanker Ivana up again. Ivana's new to jumping this year, but seems to be doing a great job of it. And UCL have kept possession. And it goes to Emma Keston again. Ball lost. Oh no, UCL has still got it.
Yeah, didn't pick it up, so it's gone backwards.
That was Annika driving through there.
Looked like a high tackle. I think it is advantage for a high tackle that will be given. Calls of tap and go. I don't think they'll need that, mate. I think they're going to do that anyways.
And Precious with the ball. Come on.
She's trying to get herself involved because the ball isn't reaching her on her wing, but she's coming in field nicely.
And that's Evie Stevens, front rower, pushing through. Pick can go from Claire, the scrum half. Pick can go from Ivana.
She's run herself into a hole on the short side there, not much support.
That's gone to Zainab.
A lot of Zainab fans in the crowd.
UCL are getting closer and closer to that try line. To Emma.
Quite staunch KCL defence around the tie. I'd like to see him go wide now. And they will do, but they're pushed
And
back
is that
inside. But
Precious?
Precious, she's storming towards the line. She's over.
And Precious scores right under the posts. of noise in the crowd. Lots of excitement, lots of hugs, lots of hand clapping from the UCL team. That's exactly how they want to go into the second half of this match.
From a very kickable position, UCL will surely go into the break now, 12 up.
UCL's 10, Flick taking the kick here. Flick has been playing rugby for quite a few years, originally from Portsmouth.
And that is a half. Half-time, UCL 10, KCL 0.
And King's looking quite dejected coming back from that try line. Complete opposite to UCL. It's definitely been an exciting game so far. UCL have accidentally formed two different huddles, all deliberate for the forwards and the back. So you've got Chris giving the backs some pep talk. We've got Marina, the injured captain, with the forwards.
I think those were cries for Emmy Bolt from the stands there. Apparently, Bacon under deadline pressure is Emmy Bolt's sport on the side.
Emmy is an incredible baker. I can speak from first-hand experience.
And now we're passing you over the presenters in the studio.
I just thought he was real.
He's not. Look, let it go. Look, I think we're live, and
He's Oscar.
he's Ben, and we're joined by
Shay.
Shay.
Hello.
Hi.
And Shay, who are you?
I am a final year medical student at UCL, and I've been part of the rugby team since my first year.
And you're not playing today?
I'm not playing today because I'm in final year, so I'm all over the country. But I was
busy.
vice captain last year.
Exciting. And how do you think the game's going so far?
Playing great, bro.
Yeah?
Like, oh my gosh. That last try as well, finishing 10-0, I'm very happy. I'm so happy. They're playing so good.
Yeah.
We're looking for a win today, and we're looking
100%.
towards a win. You think?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's 10-0. The girls are playing great. Kings are on their line. They defended so well for so long, and then they've converted. Oh man, like it's been beautiful. I'm gassed. Like I'm pumped. I'm so
I was that first try. I was telling Ben
we
up
were
in the stands.
excited.
That was genuinely the happiest I've felt in the last week.
It was so good, and like their
So that
passes
was,
between each other. Oh, I'm here for it.
It's good.
It's really good.
It's good. Right, well, we've got a recurring segment. Should we do the recurring segment?
Let's do the recurring
It's a very
segment.
easy recurring segment.
Okay.
What is the best post-match meal?
Oh.
Not as a viewer, but as a player.
As a player.
Best post-match meal. Raw. Oh. Spoons or lasagna?
Spoons
or lasagna?
Yeah, because lasagna is like you got the carbs, you got the cheese,
Yeah.
you got the sauce, you got the carbs, you got the meat. Like
I think
it does
that's
everything you got to do.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And then spoons, just because that's the tradition we do.
Yeah.
Like big things after training.
Well, naturally, I mean, that's
Yeah, gotta go
all
to
around
spoons. Well, thank you very much for joining
Thank
us.
you for joining
I believe
us.
we have another guest coming on. Hello, welcome to our little tent here in Richmond.
It's nice.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Miriam. I'm from the KCL side. I don't know what more you need to know.
We
about
forgive
me.
you.
Okay, thanks. I'm the social sec, so I'm the most fun person on that team, basically.
Well, there you go. And,
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great actually because last year this happened and then we crushed UCL. So
It's same scores as well.
not exactly the same scores,
Okay,
but
all right.
we did start off slow, and in the second half our guys will pick it up and they will win.
So UCL needs to keep on their toes.
Yeah, basically. I think they've got a couple of strong players and they are using them a bit too much. So where KCL is identifying that.
Well, we've got to hope that their captain at the moment is watching this stream. So they know what to do.
No,
but I don't think
they're very
that's
distracted.
happening, yeah.
We're talking to them over there, so we're keeping them distracted.
Okay.
Our girls are looking strong. They'll start off slow, but they'll pick up. They'll definitely pick up in the second half.
Wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
and we've got to ask you the same
Yes.
question. Post-match meal,
Post-match
which
meal.
one would you be choosing?
Post-match meal, it is a doner kebab wrap
Very
from
reasonable.
Cafe Rossi. It's
Not
the king's
sponsored.
go-to.
But huge shout out to Cafe Rossi.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Well, we are
thank you
wrapping
very
up.
much for joining
you.
us.
Thank you for joining
Uh,
us.
Thank you.
Back to the stream.
See you afterwards.
So we had UCL's captain kicking off there, and Kings are again just running into a wall of UCL defenders. There's no getting past them. They're organising well, shifting along the pitch. Lovely ankle tackles, best way to go. Kings not looking particularly ready to receive that ball, not looking organised.
And they haven't done really since that first try in the 20th minute. Ever since then, it's sort of nulled Kings' effort and their energy. And they've spilled it though.
Knock on from Kings' captain. Playing advantage to UCL.
Nothing coming there. We'll come back for the scrum. UCL ball just outside KCL 22. Nice early possession in this second half. Hopefully we can start a bit more momentum, a bit more energy than in that first half, where we spent most of our time camped on our own line. But 2 tries to the good here. KCL really do seem a bit stuck for options, a bit stuck for ideas, really.
They don't seem like they want it particularly.
They keep on
Whereas
trying that route one, that playing off 9 or picking at the back of the ruck, and UCL having none of it.
Yeah, there's no fresh ideas coming out of the KCL team now, whereas UCL are looking hungry. They look like they want the ball, they want possession, and they want to get down to that try line.
Strong scrum by KCL, but UCL retained possession. Now they're heading down the blind side. A strong step on the inside there from the 10.
That was a good run from Annika. Small and mighty. She's very. Oh, and Kings now have possession of the ball. Again, UCL reorganising nicely. They've got their forwards in, ready to take those big hits.
There is some space in the backfield though. UCL 11 not dropping back, and if KCL 12 spots this, you could put a nice kick in. And there'll be a penalty for KCL to relieve pressure.
UCL getting back quickly. Are KCL going to kick it? It looks like they are.
She is a lovely kicker of the ball. It's a good thing she didn't go off when she was receiving treatment early on, because she really is an asset to this team.
Perhaps one of the only ones who looks like she actually wants to be here playing rugby.
Oh, that's good. I don't know about that. We're trying to stay neutral in this commentary. I'm trying to stay neutral. There's a lot of time left in this game. I mean, 10-0 isn't the most comfortable leads. But I don't see UCL tiring. They have such energy in their defence. Tackling 2s, 3s, really stopping KCL dead on the gain line now.
And keep committing lots of players to those rooks. Again, like we said, leaving them with not too many options. But we've got a line out here. Let's see if Kings make anything of it. And it was knocked on there.
Again, these are quite awful conditions.
You can see the rain sort of being blown around by the wind. And UCL's once pristine white kit is looking quite brown. King's scrum is looking strong, but UCL have kept possession. Dropped, but went backwards. Yeah, UCL driving forwards again.
Could do with some stability in these wet conditions. I don't know if UCL will be able to play their usual expansive game. You know they're going to have a crack at it anyways. And it looks like a KCL player was quick over the ball there. She was and not releasing the tackle. I think that's a bit of a harsh one. I think she did well to get over the ball there. She looked in a strong position. But it's a penalty UCL and they'll tap and go as ever.
That's Annika there, out to Benny. Benny's third varsity appearance. Out to Catherine Marlowe on the wing, who loses the ball. Kings have now gained possession.
Powerful tackle there from King's line, dislodging the ball.
And a strong reaction, very quick to steal that ball. Again, Kings getting lots of players in the ruck. And penalty to Kings.
Not releasing the tackle player again though. I didn't quite see what that was for, but...
The Kings captain looking to kick again.
This one hasn't made touch, he stayed in field. This will give a good opportunity.
That's UCL fullback, just misses it. Manages to catch it, but strong tackle from Kings on Ellie Pole there. And a penalty to UCL, they take it quickly, looking to make their way back down the pitch. That's Zainab with the ball there, punching her way through. UCL are making sure they get those players over in support.
She's completely burnt up her speed on the outside. She might be completely free. She's got a little bit of support.
Precious with the ball. Can she
She's
do
too
it
strong.
again?
She's knocking off defenders one after another.
Kings having to get the ankles wrapped, but getting down all the same.
There's a Kings player lying on the wrong side of the ruck there, slowing the ball down completely. They're lucky to get away with that one.
And Kings have stolen the ball.
Oh, that's harsh there. The tackle, King's tackle was just lying on the wrong side, slowing the ball down after a clean line break.
Again, UCL not only just putting up a solid wall of defence, but even pushing Kings back. Kings are just not able to gain any territory, even in possession. Nice kick from the Kings captain again.
But Ellie Pole has a lot of space here, and she does have some wheels. I like to see her do it on the outside. She goes straight through the middle. Found a gap.
Kings eventually got her down there. UCL are reacting fast. Emmy out to Catherine. And they're offloading to Benita. Tackle release. finds
King's
the
line wasn't
line.
set complete. I don't know what
Very
happened
nice. Out to Zainab. That was a high tackle on Zainab there.
there. The King's player is going to the bin there. Rightly so. That was a high tackle. It didn't look right.
Yellow card for Kings. UCL needs to take advantage of this and get that scoreboard up as high as possible.
It's a yellow card. Okay. Yeah.
Kings also using this opportunity to bring
Just
on two
make sure your
subs.
player is 10.
That's KCL number 11 going to the bin there.
And KCL 16 coming on, Eleanor Evans. And I believe they're one who perhaps had a rest.
Are you good to go on? You good to go on? Yeah, just keep the 10.
It looks like their 10 there might be struggling with a bit of an injury, but she's staying on.
Taken by Emmy there. Emmy with the bright pink tape on. Annika fighting her way through the KCL line.
Lovely steal there.
Kings now have possession. Running straight into the UCL line of defence.
We've got a lot of players down. There's some tired legs and some sore bodies in that pitch now.
Kings looking
Great
to
turnover ball for UCLA. See what they can make of it.
No hands, red, no hands.
Ball slow
No
at the back of
hands,
the right.
red, no hands. Leave it. First arrive.
UCL keeping organised. Flick trying to direct people around the pitch. Strong run from KCL there. Oh, and they just dropped the ball, but keep it. And we're stopping as we have a UCL injury. Looks like Annika is down.
First real breaker play of the second half, and it's a much more convincing start for UCL. They did come into it with that 10-0 lead, and they're really solidifying that now. You thought these conditions would suit KCL's game, the tighter, more powerful game, but UCL are just going strength to strength here.
Lots of noise in the crowd. Although Kings, I think, were looking a bit hungrier there than in the first half of the game, maybe. Trying to push over on those rooks, get some possession. And it looks as if Annika is coming off.
Unfortunately, a substitution will have to be made. Number 21 coming on here, Tamsin Hollyman.
So Tamsin is actually part of UCL legacy. Her sister Megan Hollyman played for UCL, captained them in the 2021 Varsity.
And here it says her inspiration for playing rugby in the first place.
Megan is an amazing player. I've played with her myself. Let's hope Tamsin can bring some of that onto the pitch. I'm sure she can.
And she's come on. It looks like she's slotted into maybe the centres there in that lovely white kit.
Yeah, so Annika was playing 12. Annika is also a strong fullback. And UCL running onto that ball. Flick, the captain, hungry to score a try. And they're getting pushed back by Kings.
Didn't look like the ball was out the back of the ruck there, and they played the 9. Lucky to get away with another one there, KCL.
Dropped by UCL, but dived on quickly.
And here she is, just on the pitch, Tamsin Hollywood with a nice carry.
UCL getting up.
Referee's called time off here. I don't know if he wants to have a chat with KCL for some repeat offences or...
You need a physio or whatever. Okay, just keep the 10.
Someone's getting
it's not
time off.
rolling.
Not quite clear what it's for.
I think UCL look to be enjoying themselves in this game though. They're all running on. And that is Zainab. Zainab Said smashing through the lines. Precious again. Taking in about 5 Kings defenders, really leaving them sparse.
Continue to push down the blind side. There's a strong carry. There's a lot of KCL defence. It looked like she might be pushed in a touch here.
Just keep the ball in.
Just stayed in. Just stayed in.
Back to Zainab.
Oh.
Ball dropped and Kings steal it. Nice reactions from Kings there. A kick from the Kings captain. Good choice.
A lot of space here, but there's also a slow. Unfortunately, not. That was such a shame because the KCL chase wasn't too strong. It might have given space for Ellie Pole to open up there.
But slippy ball, bad conditions. Just a bit of a fumble there.
There's a lot of tired legs out there. They're slow to form their scrum here.
And UCL do seem to have slowed down their game a bit, trying to keep it organised down at the try line.
Ready?
UCL really fighting at that scrum, but Kings are quite strong. Nicely disrupted by Claire Halswell, the UCL 9. UCL again tackling in numbers, making sure they get them down. And that is a penalty to Kings. And that is the Kings flanker looking hungry to get down that pitch.
Strong carry there, caught UCL napping a bit, didn't look up from that penalty.
Could have done with a bit of support to keep it going, but Kings have gained some territory.
Could be another not rolling away penalty there. There's been a lot of those today.
Oh, the 10. 10 tricking some of the UCL players. Again, big numbers from UCL in the tackles, taking them down.
It's a strong one-on-one tackle there. UCL open side has been fantastic today.
Kings player pushing forwards.
Is that a maul? I think it's a maul form. They don't have to release. No, it's not. It's just a tackle. Be another penalty for not running away. KCL have pretty much just marched up the pitch there from a series of penalties. I don't know if she's reaching for her pocket there. It might be a bit premature. Surely not. Surely not. No, she's not.
Their penalty. But captain.
UCL are going to get a talking to there. It's been about 3 or 4 on
It's just to
backs.
continue not rolling penalty.
Move KCL into a nice position just
Okay.
inside. They're going for a tap and go, taking a leaf out of UCL's book here.
Captain, you get to go.
Switching it up. Let's see
Fearsome
what they
looking
can do
tap
with
and
it.
go, about 4 or 5 forwards lined up on this one. Strong carry.
And Kings have the support in there, straight in the ruck. And they've got a nicely set up pod of forwards.
Oh, she did well to slip through about 3 or 4 UCL defenders there. Nice clean line break.
Nice hands there from Kings. Fast and high ball, but
This
she
is
kept a
KCL.
hang of it.
No hands wide.
KCL's best possession of the half.
Backward.
UCL are looking to turn over that ball, competing. Another penalty to Kings.
Will this be more trouble? She already warned them. Looks like they're going to get away with one here.
And again, Kings tapping and going. They're using those forwards. Kings seem to have livened up a bit. They've got their pods organised. They're trying to push through that line. And they've got their backs set up.
As the UCL defender slow to get back to the line. Might have some numbers on the left-hand side, but a bit of miscommunication in the midfield.
Good pressure from UCL again.
Looks like KCL are hanging on to it for now.
Looks like the KCL captain taking some getting down, but she's dropped the ball. And UCL have possession.
We play the knock on. Scrappy.
And it looks like UCL are bringing some impact players on. So we've got Sarah Rackett coming on in the front row. She also plays for Hampstead Rugby Club. So she's got some experience to bring to the team. She played last year's Varsity as well.
It says here she's also a K-pop dancer and she loves BTS.
I have seen her wearing a jumper with BTS initials on it.
Also coming onto the pitch is number 20, Natalie Cheng.
She's new to UCL's team this year. We'll be looking to bring some impact in, really mark her name.
It's a smart time to bring them on there as well from Coach Chris. That was clearly best KCL possession of the half.
Oh, and we've got number 19 coming on as well.
Number 19, that's Poppy Shortmore.
Also new to the UCL team. Got water carriers, sprinting on, keeping the energy up.
Water carriers are an Asdabad. God knows what's in there, but it's being brought onto the field whilst the KCL player receives treatment.
I did see some electrolyte drinks and slices of orange hanging around, so maybe some sort of
that's what
something
we'll say
to
what
bring
it
the
is.
energy back.
Yeah, whatever it is. Electrolytes, we promise. Game B is being played at a breakneck speed though, both teams looking to tap and go. You love to see it despite the conditions. They might look like they've eased up now. I think it's getting drier now, which bodes well for the men's game we've got coming up a bit later on.
If the pitch hasn't been destroyed and churned up.
No, it's a lovely pitch here at the Richmond Athletic Ground. Lovely stand, and it is packed out. It's a sold-out evening. It's loud. I don't even know if you can even hear us. We can't hear each other. But it's a lovely atmosphere.
But a lot of the supporters are keen enough to not be under the dry of the stands and are stood on pitch side, enraptured by the match going on.
Time back on. Scrappy. Yep, Matty.
Back into it with a scrum on UCL's 22, UCL ball. See what impact those. I think that was 3 subs on for UCL. See if we can pick that momentum back up. Still 10-0 UCL.
UCL could do with a strong kick here. Strong scrums from Kings, really strong, but UCL keep possession.
Oh, it's a nice move there. It's released Precious on the far side.
Yeah, some really nice speed from UCL, sprinting onto that ball.
And they'll get a penalty to try and relieve some pressure. That's also good to get in the referee's good books there. She gave a warning after 3 or 4 successive penalties.
Can play again, and we're going into a scrum. We did have Sarah Broughton up front row. Let's see if she can do anything.
I'd watch out for the Kings 12, Catherine Davies, lining up on the blind side here. Imagine we're looking at another 8-9 pick, heading down that blind side. But no.
Oh, strong run from Kings here. That's Kings 8 again. She's really made a lot of ground in this game. Oh, and Kings just missed that. But picked up quickly.
UCL really haven't given Kings 10 much room to breathe today. She's always been pushed down a little dark alley with nowhere to go. Gets away with one here, it's a penalty to Kings.
But UCL are keeping their defence.
And everyone's tapping and going, everyone's going for it now.
Kings have really started to utilise their forward pods a bit more. And it does seem to be working.
Strong counter ruck there. There's nothing wrong with that. It's caused them to spill it at the back of the ruck, and it will come back to UCL possession. And there'll be a time off for a little knock there.
Number 11 has come back on. Chloe Debath.
She's returning from the sin bin.
Does look like it, but Kings also have a player down, so we might be seeing another replacement. Got their water carriers sprinting on.
So Kings back up to 15 now. They're their best possession of the match in the second half with 14 men. Curious to see what they get up to now with back up to 15. Still great territory. It might be UCL ball, but we're seeing they're really struggling to clear their lines now. Still with that 10-point cushion.
But Kings are looking like they want possession. They want to get down that pitch. Again, they have their forward pod set up quite nicely, really pummeling in, getting that support in. UCL still putting up a solid wall. Kings do have the tight head prop, Eva Radicic, in her final varsity for Kings. She was around last year. I think she may have been president of the KCL women's rugby team last year. And she is a master's student finishing off. Strong scrum from Kings, but UCL keep possession again. UCL are trying to drive forward.
Heck of a lot of numbers here if they really do want to go wide. If they get some quick ball off this ruck and shift it.
But UCL have got lots of space out. And holding on, and Kings are hungry, they're pushing forward, quick take. Smashing into the UCL defence. The UCL are holding strong for the minute. Reorganising quickly, and that looks like a maul. It's being grounded. Kings are pushing again. Getting those players in at the ruck, keeping the ball secure.
Edging closer and closer to the line now, but it might have held it up before. This might be a maul. It's going to come back for Kings. And now they look to shift it, but UCL numbered up fine.
And UCL regained possession right when they needed it.
They've got the advantage for the knock-on, but they want to have a go here from their own line. Plenty of space in the backfield to clear it.
Oh, and UCL just dropped the ball.
Nothing coming there. We'll come back for the KCL knock-on. Scrum, UCL ball. Catherine Davies down yet again.
She really is giving it her all.
She has. She's been everywhere. Seeing the game really start to slow down now, which might actually favour UCL because Kings have had a period of sustained pressure now, and all these breaks in play are really just sort of killing that momentum. Ref's keen to speed us up though.
And it looks like Harmony Jenkins has just come off the UCL. So we have a front row replacement coming on.
Returning to the field is number 1, Lydia Groom.
Watching from home with her sister.
Her cat Copper and sister Viv.
Wonder if it's a ginger cat. And she'll be going straight into a scrum. Not the best way to
Not
cross
ideal,
the pitch.
yeah, not ideal. Being asked to push very hard, about 10 metres from our own line, against the KCL Strom that has been dominant today, but they haven't turned over too much ball from it.
No, UCL are acting quick to get it out. They must have recognised King's strength there. More noise from the crowd for UCL. Kings get that ball and go on the blind side. That's their 8 again. She's having a smashing game. And can they get it over? UCL pushing them back. It's the Kings 8 again.
She's going to just manage to stay in field.
UCL doing all they can. UCL flying up. Kings 10 doing what she can to try and get through that line, but UCL slowly pushing it back. Nice tackle from UCL there. Stop the Kings 12 getting through. Kings again seem to have no option but to play side to side.
And that's only credit to the defence really. I've been really impressed by their organisation, the way they shift their numbers around the back of the ruck. Well drilled team there by Coach Chris. And ferocious too, it's just the energy. I mean, this is late into the game. It's been quite a hard, brawling game, and UCL is still flying off the line in 1s and 2s. Play's going to spread over to the right here, near to a down KCL player. And the ref's going to call it because it's gone too close there.
No space to play there. But the KCL player seems to be fine. However, we do have the UCL replacement. We've got number 17 coming on. Number 17, Asta Gakani. She was with UCL last year. Usually plays flank, but is quite a diverse player. She can definitely have something to bring to the team. King's still trying.
Oh, she's straight through the line. That's number 10 there for KCL. She's been stepping well all game. UCL haven't given her any time to breathe, but she's managed to sneak through there.
And Kings seem to have got some energy back from that.
Kings needed that, and it was coming. It was coming. That's been a long time sustained pressure there. Penalty after penalty.
And quite clean play from Kings there to keep a hold of that ball. UCL were really piling it on, and yet Kings managed to maintain that ball, shift it up and down, and get it down just when they needed to.
She's had lovely feet all game, stepping back inside, and she's had to. But just that time, found that gap in the defence.
And it paid
UCL
off.
couldn't hold out for much longer. There really hasn't been many missed tackles in that game. Snuck through a gap there. Beautiful feet.
I'm sure UCL will be looking to react quickly though. And that is the KCL 20 taking the kick here. That is Hayden Pa in her first appearance for Kings at a varsity. No pressure.
Just to the right of the sticks, and if she makes this, she'll bring KCL back up to 3 points of UCL.
The UCL captain is off the pitch. Flick is off the pitch, icing her hand. That means Ivana Zak will be stepping in as vice captain. 10 seconds. Kings getting organised early. Just misses.
(10-5) to UCL now. KCL up to within a converted try. Try itself will draw the game. Credit there also to KCL number 7, Liyeye. She's been carrying well off the back of the scramble game. And within those few passes of play, she must have carried 3 or 4 times up towards UCL's line.
Yeah, really smashing it in. And Kings have got set up early. They're ready. That try must have given them some energy back. And who will be kicking for UCL? Strong kick taken by KCL, number 9. Took some getting down.
The wind's come back into KCL cells. They're really back into it. There was a moment in the game, maybe around 20 minutes either side of half-time. They looked a bit down and out, but they're back into it now after that try.
Yeah, Kings are looking excited again.
But that's what we needed. There's a strong double tackle pushing him back.
That was lovely from UCL. Oh, but Kings got a strong run. She goes down. Can
UCL need to slow this down as best they can. They've got set pretty well, but they need to straighten this defensive line back out. Oh, he's come away, and Precious has come away.
Precious. Another player that takes a lot of numbers to get down.
She's staying down. Oh, looks like a bit of cramp.
She's got teammates helping her out there. Precious has her parents and siblings watching from home. I'm sure they'll be very proud, having an amazing game so far. Eats ketchup and hot sauce with anything.
Looks like some more UCL subs ready themselves to come on. Number 22, Evie Benison.
Evie is the social sec for UCL Women's Rugby. She was with the team last year, but this is her first varsity appearance.
Might be a bit more than cramp for Precious here. She's going to have to receive a bit more treatment. But she's back to her feet. UCL set with a really steep, really deep line here for this tap a go from this penalty.
They'll be really looking to use their speed. And that is Sarah smashing through. Strong carry. Another strong carry from UCL, getting those forward pods set up. Ball went backwards, UCL still in possession. But there's some contention at that ruck.
Doing well to slow it down, but it looked like they were right around the side there.
That's Benny with the ball.
His numbers outside.
Driving forward again. Kings players just getting caught behind the speed of UCL.
They're really they've stolen that one.
And they've got it. And that is Kings' flanker. But Kings are getting their defence in the ruck quickly. There seems to be perhaps a slight knock to their heads there. It was a big tackle.
Seeing a lot of stoppages in play now for a lot of injuries. It's been very, very tough game. It's really taken the steam out of what's been a game played at breakneck speed. Both teams really want to play.
And UCL's Emma Keston has just come off the pitch. Her supporters are right beneath us.
Just wait for that.
It's not turning on, but it's in there.
Coach Chris is on for a team talk.
Sorry, my mistake is not a penalty, it's just a scrum because it's after I'm sorry about that.
Both teams looking quite tired in their huddles. But the rain does seem to have cleared. And is that Harmony Jenkins coming back on for UCL?
A lot of changes being made right now. A bit tough to keep up. That's number 11 for KCL returning to the field as well.
Yeah, both teams are making full use of their impact players on the bench. Harmony Jenkins not needed, but Evie Benison heading on now.
And she's got a lot of fans. She's heading on for the first time in the game, Evie Benison, number 22 and a pearly white kid.
And coming on for Catherine Marlowe, who's coming off, had a great game, some strong runs. Also has some fans in the crowd and a hug from the captain. UCL are getting ready, players doing some stretches, tactic talking, and that is the Kings player off. I think it may have been their number 7 coming off. Renadine, who also has had a very strong game, really been smashing into the UCL line of defence, gaining some ground for Kings.
Restarting here with the KCL scrum, just within their own half. 10-5 UCL.
Oh, strong scrum from UCL there, but
early engagement there. They'll probably go for the scrum again here.
Another
injury.
UCL dropping back early, and the Kings 10 is coming back on.
I'm not surprised this comes. It really has been a brutal game. Similar in vein to last year. So many ferocious tackles. Seems like Varsity just brings something else out of people. Like Isabel was saying to me earlier, it's just a different animal, these people today.
Kings players keeping warm, jumping up and down. But UCL keeping their heads on.
Going to tap and go here, KCL. UCL were far more back than 10 metres there. It gave so much ground for the KCL player to run into.
But big run from Kings. Strong tackles from UCL. UCL are getting the numbers in, but not honeypotting around the ball. And
that's a nice kick. The first attacking kick coming in this game. It's going to dribble just in front of the UCL try line. Fullback Ellie Pole's going to try and recover this, but a strong tackle is going to bundle her into touch, and KCL are going to have a very good position here. They're going to have an attacking line out on UCL's 5.
KCL 8 on UCL's fullback. Very strong, but Ellie Pole seems alright. So not sure I would be after that.
I think we're just starting to hear the crowd level out. I can hear a big KCL contingent now. It's going to get very rowdy for this second game.
Kings will really be looking to make something of this line out. And they keep possession.
But not straight from the line out, so it's going to give possession back to UCL on their own 5. It's going to be a scrum to UCL. Unless they opt to take the line out again, I don't think they will.
Again, King's scrum has been looking quite strong. They'll definitely be looking to push through here.
UCL coach now in the dead ball line, barking his orders to his players, trying to get them over the line. There can't be long left in this game. They're trying to keep KCL out now. They're within one converted try. One try will just draw the game on its own.
They're driving forwards.
Ball yet to come out of that scrum, and it's going to be a penalty to KCL at scrum time.
And KCL are running straight forwards. That's their number 8 again. Really strong game for KCL's number 8. Pushing forwards, UCL's defence really lining up. UCL defence pushing them back.
It's going to be a warning, if not more, here for UCL. I think there's a card coming out of the pocket.
Captain. It's in the red zone, it's second penalty and it's offside again. If you manage it, the next penalty might be a red card. Okay, yellow, sorry.
Hit can go from KCL's 8. Don't know about you, but my heart is thumping. Can KCL get it over the line?
So close to the line.
Oh.
But it's loose, trying to get it wide. Who's going to dive on the bounce ball? Is KCL going to retain possession? Counter-ruck coming in from UCL.
And it's getting Scrappy out there.
It's Scrappy and UCL are showing no signs of tiring. They're still flying into these tackles.
UCL again, just a wall of defence. Kings are trying to get something, but not making any ground yet. UCL defence pushing out.
And it's loose.
And can they get that ball? That was a Kings player holding on. Penalty to UCL.
Just hold here. Yeah, can you put the ball here, please? Thank you. It's off.
They've really had to sustain some pressure in this game, UCL. The defence has been unbelievable at times. Very organised and brutal. And brutal. 2s or 3s in these tackles, driving them back.
UCL communicating well though, as you were saying earlier, shifting across the pitch.
She's good. Staying on.
Another stoppage with pressures down. It looks like she's being taken off the pitch.
Yeah, that's pressures coming off. I think Catherine Marlowe has come back on. That's Emmy taking the ball. Third varsity for UCL, but in her first varsity she played as a winger. She's now at second row. Speed from UCL, shifting that ball down the line. Making their way down the pitch, and they're out. That'll be a Kings line out. The crowd are getting very lively as we come towards the end of this game. It's getting tight.
It's going to be KCL ball, a line out just outside UCL 22. UCL won't be too unhappy with that one, just get off their try line.
Kings setting quite deep. Dropped by their 9. Knock on by the looks of it. Coming back for a scrum. Kings will definitely be looking to push this over, but UCL managed to hang on to all their scrums so far. And Kings have stolen the ball. They're running up. That's the Kings captain with a strong run, handing players off.
Straight to the face. I'd love to see it.
To the other centre. Kings are getting close to their try
line. Came out of there. It looks like it might have been a UCL and pushed it out there. They got away one.
But quick reaction from KCL's 9. It's the KCL captain taking it in. UCL communicating, shifting their defence. Kings again with those forward pods, really driving forward. And it's a penalty to Kings.
It's going to be more. It's going to be a yellow card.
Too many penalties.
Yellow card, and that is Emmy coming off. Emmy Bolt. Second row.
They've been warned. Now it's going to be really tough to keep 15 men.
KCL are driving through. Let's see if they can make something with that little bit of space that comes from missing a player.
With strong carries all game. She's made a big one. Bumped someone off. Offload now. Really close to the line. And it's going to be a UCL penalty for crawling on the floor. Double movement.
UCL took that quickly, but a strong tackle by Kings. Just a knock-on from UCL. Pressure's building. Can they hang on until the end of this game?
Could have late drama. There can't be long left. Try to withdraw the game.
Time. There's no time off.
And it did go to a draw in extra time at last year's Varsity. Coming for a scrum. Kings setting their backs up. But they might go for the pick and go with their 8 again.
I imagine we're about to see another 8 pick. It's worked really well from all game.
She's very strong.
Maybe down the blind side.
But the UCL wing
Using channel first, it will be a reset.
coming back to that scrum. You can tell it's getting close to the end. People are tired.
Ready?
Coach! Kings have got some more noise in the crowd now. Oh, and Kings have gone for the backs, but UCL are flying up. Nice hands from Kings.
Found a little gap. But I think it might have gone forwards. UCL are going to have turnover ball with advantage in their own 22. And a penalty will leave some pressure.
Yeah, it's getting Scrappy out there.
Down to 14, remember. I don't know if they'll chance their arm from here with such little time to go. Might be time to keep ball and shore things up. But they've spilled it. I think it's gone backwards.
But Kings are running up at them. They want to keep that territory. UCL could do the clearance kick here, but they just drop it. Kings pushing up. And we've got us pausing the game again.
A knock on offside there. It's going to bring KCL ball precariously close to the try line.
Yeah.
Pick and go here tap and go from Lieye. She's edged. She must be over. Is it held up? Referee can't see. We can't see, but it's down. That's going to level the game.
Celebrating.
It's under the posts. They'll need a conversion and win the game.
And that makes it even at this point. It's getting exciting. It's getting tense here. We've got noise from both sides in the stands. Kings sprinting back. They're ready. They want to get set early.
She's been King's standout player all game. Her sister on the bench now, but her carries from the back of the scrum have been, and she's limping back to the halfway line. She really has put it in today. And there will be a kick from King's captain, inside centre, Catherine Davies, to potentially win the game.
Yeah, she did get the conversion on the last try for Kings at Varsity last year. Can she do it again? There's a lot of pressure on her now. She's taking her time, readying herself. And she makes it!
And she's got it, and that is time as well. Heartbreak for UCL at the death once again. 12-10 KCL. A last minute try, a last minute conversion.
at the end again. Kings are happy, they've got players rushing onto the pitch.
A repeat of last year's game.
Heartbreak for Chris, the coach. UCL just couldn't hang on, but incredible game from both teams there. Really incredible.
Devastating way to lose. Devastating way to lose. That pressure at the end just became too much. Too much. That was a good 15, 20 minutes of pressure maybe. Yellow card didn't help things.
And Kings really kept their composure there. After looking quite dejected at the start, Kings really picked it back up. And they got the result.
Great sportsmanship at the end. Two teams coming together. They've shared what has been a fantastic game. It's been a brutal game. Varsity seems like it always is, a lot of aggression. Great defence from UCL throughout, but they just couldn't sustain in the end.
And Kings keep the cup for Varsity.
Great scenes here, and it's been a great atmosphere all game. It's really full up. There's another game to follow. The men's will follow. Maybe the men can avenge this loss here.
UCL men have kept a strong showing against Kings the past few years. So I'm now heading off. This was Isabel Buchanan commentating. Heartbreak for UCL, but well done Kings. You played a great game. Both teams were amazing. And see you next year.
I'll be joining you for the second game, but thank you so much for joining us for the women's game. It's been a great game. KCL 12, UCL 10. Thank you so much for joining us.
Feeling nervous excitement. It's been a long slugging year with lots of ups and downs, but I think we're in a strong position for Varsity, and so I'm excited to see what we can do against a strong KCL side.
We keep our spirits high by encouraging each other and always being there for each other. Our greatest strength is our bond and our commitment to each other as a team.
Yeah, well, the rivalry with the Poly Kings, it's intense, historic. It's been going on for hundreds of years, and it's every bit as strong today. So yeah, looking forward to going into Varsity against them, leaving everything on the pitch and getting the right result.
I think our greatest strength as a team is the trust we have between all our players. That trust really lays down a foundation, whether it's to catch a ball, pass a ball, ruck or tackle. You always have that support with you, and you don't even have to look back.
I just don't understand. Why do I keep receiving presents?
Because your parents are giving them to you. Your parents are... Anyway, speaking of deliveries, we just can't believe the DPD driver has been, taken a photo and left a package of a massive loss on the doorstep of UCL's women's rugby team. It's catastrophic.
It's a sad day
It is a sad day.
in Richmond.
In Richmond, 14-10.
An early lead gone.
Just destroyed.
Like that. It's really, really terribly sad.
Into nothing.
Into nothing.
I'm genuinely quite upset.
It's very
I'm really
upsetting.
quite upset.
We've
I know
seen
I shouldn't
some,
show my emotions here, but...
Or anywhere.
Or anywhere, yeah.
We've seen some phenomenal plays on
Really,
the pitch, though.
really
The teams did both incredibly well.
I mean, as you will have heard and seen, it was just like a last-minute turning of the tides. Our hopes were dashed. Can we hope for the men to win? I mean, this is really staggering because it's just
staggering.
like what we saw in the football.
I know, it is.
3 nights ago. So we're hoping.
Yes,
we are hoping.
we're
Our fingers are crossed.
Our fingers are crossed. We're praying for the men's team to clutch a W.
Clutch that big one of these.
One of those.
Now, it is still a win at the moment. That makes it, what, 15-11 in the... Sorry, 15-11, 15-6, isn't it? 15-6 in the varsity running. Is it 11?
It's 15-11. 15-11 in the overall varsity running.
So we're still in the lead.
Still promising for UCL.
And unless the men can lose rugby 3 times or 4 times in one game, which, well, you never know, right? It could be that bad. We'll see. We'll see.
Absolutely.
It's been emotional.
Emotions have been running high. Indeed.
They've been running. I mean, this guy still believes in Santa. I mean, how do you think he feels?
I feel gutted. I feel wrecked. I feel destroyed.
Hoping for a turning of the tides.
It's difficult when you find out that your parents have been lying to you like that for your entire life.
And it's difficult to see that kind of loss. We will see you very shortly before the start of the men's rugby.
Love you.
See you
Bye.
later.
Feeling nervous excitement. It's been a long slugging year with lots of ups and downs, but I think we're in a strong position for Varsity, and so I'm excited to see what we can do against a strong KCL side.
We keep our spirits high by encouraging each other and always being there for each other. Our greatest strength is our bond and our commitment to each other as a team.
Yeah, well, the rivalry with the Poly Kings, it's intense, historic. It's been going on for hundreds of years, and it's every bit as strong today. So yeah, looking forward to going into Varsity against them, leaving everything on the pitch and getting the right result.
I think our greatest strength as a team is the trust we have between all our players. That trust really lays down a foundation, whether it's to catch a ball, pass a ball, ruck or tackle. You always have that support with you, and you don't even have to look back.
'cause baby, you're a firework.
Come on, show us what you're worth.
Well, we're in for an explosive match of men's rugby.
It's going to be a bit of a
Richmond.
whiz-bang type of situation.
The crowd is already going wild as the men's team frolic on the field.
And frolicking they are. We are joined. What an odd choice of word. We are joined by. Please.
Marina, I'm the captain of the UCL women's rugby team.
And I'm Maddie, the president of the UCL women's rugby team.
Excellent. And how do you feel about the women's match that we've just watched?
Well, obviously, we're a little bit gutted by the results. We've had a really strong season, and so to end on a loss just in overtime, all by one conversion, is devastating. But at the same time, I can say I couldn't play, and from the sidelines, I can say that I am incredibly proud of how all of our team played. Everything, like every single person on the pitch played their best game, and there's not a single person who shouldn't feel proud of the way that they showed up for a team.
It was fun to watch, and we don't know a thing about
definitely.
sports. We do not know. I mean, between the two of us, we barely know an offside rule. So that was close as well. That was really close.
It's as close as you can get without tying. So
there you go.
Were there any players on the field that stood out exceptionally to you?
From our team?
Yeah, from your team or Kings.
But mainly your team, because we're better than them.
Yeah.
Well, I think that again, incredibly proud of our entire team, but our number 7, Ivona, so our flanker, she's small, but she likes to be referred to as the bulldozer, and I think that she showed that to be true today, putting pressure on every single player in the back, off of a scrum, off of everything, really making a nuisance for the Kings.
Yeah, I think you see the heart that everyone was playing within the defensive line. I think at one point it took Kings maybe 22 phases to make 5 meters, and like with heart like that, there's no losers here.
And that's a lot of phases, if my intel's correct. And believe you me, it is. One more question. Well, or maybe we have time for more. No, it's our last question. What's the best post-match meal ever that you've ever had, or that you would normally go for? That's not a meal.
I think it might be.
Depends on how many.
I feel like you could get enough carbs out of pints. Anyway, it's probably a Tesco meal deal, specifically chicken mozzarella pesto sandwich.
Strong sandwich.
That's refined.
I know.
That's classy.
But it's got a good balance of everything you need.
What's going with the sandwich?
Graze bar, specifically the lemon vanilla one. I don't like the chocolate one.
And the drink. We need one drink unanimously. A
Yes,
unilateral
very
drink
quickly.
decision.
Pints.
They don't offer that in the meal deal. These people have not been to Tesco before. Back to
the game. Men's rugby. Let's go.
Good evening and welcome back to our London Varsity 2023 coverage. If you're rejoining us from the women's game, it was a great game, it was a heartbreaking game, but now we have the final game, the ultimate game. It's how it all started back in the day and it's how we'll finish it this weekend. It's the men's rugby. Thank you to Isabel for joining me for the first game, but now I'm joined by my mate, Caleb.
Hello. How is everyone doing? It's a fine evening actually. The weather conditions for the women's game was pretty awful. I remember you picking up on it with Isabel, and the weather conditions weren't great, but it seems to have cleared up now. It looks like a nice evening in Richmond. We're here at Richmond Athletic Club, and how are you feeling about the game and this finality of the Varsity this weekend?
Well, the women's game was almost a carbon copy of last year. It finished in exactly the same fashion. It was 12-10 this year with the final try by KCL right at the death. And if history repeats itself in the men's game, we'll have a UCL victory. Similarly low scoring last year, 12-8. I've got a feeling that the tries are going to flow in this game. I don't know why, like you said, the conditions are cleared up. This is beautiful. This is perfect.
Yeah.
Soft underfoot, dry in your hands. It's packed out in here.
Yeah.
The lights are on. I'm just feeling great about this game.
Yeah, the crowd are really pumped up as well for this one. They came out in the droves today. I couldn't believe it when I seen everyone kind of piling in. just towards the end of the women's game. The women's game had a great turnout as well, but I tell you what, this is a packed out stadium in Richmond tonight, and I'm really pumped up for this game.
So we'll just give you a quick readout of the teams, just to get you familiar with who's playing today. This is KCL's team. At number 1 we have Harry Brace. At number 2 we have Arian Sadhu. At number 3 Ben Navabi. 4 Ollie Pettigrew. 5 Max Eddy. 6 Felix Peterson. 7 Killian Neal. 8 George Pepra. 9 Jack Costello. He's the captain as well today. 10 Patrick O'Sullivan. 11 Henry Woodfine. 12 Ollie Lyons. 13 Jonathan Effiong. 14 Thomas Wautier. 15 Oscar Debar.
And for UCL we have Jacob Jones at number 1, Spike Howarth at number 2. At number 3 we have William Milbank. At 4, playing lock, we've got Harry Stockdale. At 5 we have Alex Smith. At 6 we have Arvind Sundar. William Gurney at 7. Kieran Davies at 8. 9 we have Ben Jones. 10 Archie Morris. 11 Alex Strong. And the captain playing at 12 we've got Harrison Hampshire. 13 Tristan Ancliffe. 14 Hector McKenna. Can't get that name right, but I'll be there soon. 15 we have Gabe O'Brien as well. I tell you what, this is looking good.
We have a lot of debuts and some returning players in the starting lineups. It's pretty much even in terms of varsity experience. Kings have a combined total of 12 caps in their lineup. Just more than 8 for UCL. So it's a bit of experience in the game. Saw them warming up. They're looking sharp. They're looking strong. I think we're going to see a physical game. I think we'll see an aggressive game, like in the women's. They seem to bring a different energy to the varsity. They were flying in tackles in the women's game. I think you're going to see a lot of aggression. I think you'll see big collisions.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it.
Big hits, that's what we want. And we want that aggression that we don't always see with student rugby. And I think just watching them warm up, I think we can see that. Like I said, the crowd are really pumping the teams up either side. They have a lot of KCL supporters, but a lot of UCL supporters as well. And here they are coming out now. This is UCL coming out first in the purple.
Hearing some boos, the KCL contingent has got larger over time. There's some signs with some inflammatory language towards the purple of UCL. But here he is taking the field first, UCL.
See UCL warming up there, got the pads out.
I'm sure you heard those singing KCL fans. Apologies for any strong language you might have heard there.
Yeah, maybe get used to it as well. You might be hearing it a lot tonight. The crowd's really rowdy. The beers are out, the cigarettes are out. I can see a guy in a shark costume down there as well. So the shark costumes are out. Not sure why he's in a shark costume, but maybe it's some kind of little kind of hidden joke, maybe a secret joke between mates.
Yeah, I can see one of the signs returning from the first game as well. It was one of the walk-in wounded from the UCL women's team. She was holding a sign saying, "I want to see you smash." I think we're going to see plenty of smashing today.
Yeah, and just as you're saying that, here come the Kings team to an absolute roar of boos.
They made them wait, but now they're out. KCL. UCL are digging in some pre-match hits on the pads. I can't wait. I can't wait.
I can't wait. I can't wait. This looks like it's going to be a really strong, heavy, aggressive game. I'll tell you what, I'm really ready for that. KCL getting ready now in the huddle, so are UCL. And as the referee comes out, we get ready for kickoff.
Just a recap of the weekend. The women did just lose. The UCL women lost their game, but it doesn't matter. Overall in the standings, UCL are up 15-11 now. They will take home the varsity no matter what, regaining it from that rare loss last year. We're about to finish it off with the cherry on top of the cake. Here we go. Final game of the weekend. Men's rugby. It'll be UCL to kick us off with number 10, Archie Morris.
And we are away. First kick goes immediately out.
It's gone straight out to the full. We'll come back to the halfway line for the Kings scrum. Not the best start.
Not the best start, but let's regain it now. Scrum in centre, let's start off strong.
Who wouldn't want to start with a scrum? See 16 big men push.
Push hard against each other.
Push hard. We saw some, there was some fierce scrums in that women's game.
Yeah, there certainly were. That women's game, I'm very surprised. It was an amazing game, a lot of aggression. And the scrums were brilliant. The weather conditions didn't make it easy to handle the ball, but they pushed hard, and hopefully we see a lot of pushing today and just as much aggression from the men.
Captain Jack Costello takes it from the base. KCL put in their attacking kick. The UCL fullback will field it within his own 22. Makes a goosey step forward, no one now has been tackled. UCL clear. Some kicks in this opening exchange. Makes a change from that women's game. That's a beautiful kick. I think it's going to run into touch. That is a lovely kick.
Yeah, a lovely kick from KCL. Like you just said, yeah, absolute big difference from the women's game. Well, we didn't see much kicking, but they seem to be kicking a lot already in this game. But we're off to a good start. A scrum.
Great early territory for Kings. That's a 50-22. They're going to regain possession in this line out. They're going to have a throw in about 10 metres from the UCL line. I'll tell you what, I like that start. I like seeing put in the kicks. It's be Kings hooker, Arian Sadu, throwing in.
Collected by KCL. No more started.
That's a tough old maul there. The jumper's been forced up in the air. Big carrier on the fringes, but it's a strong tackle back. Fierce start.
He's been held up now, but now he's back down. Scrappy passes it to 11.
Number 11, Henry Woodfine coming off his wing and finding no luck there.
Number 1 stopped in his tracks by UCL there. And then they keep pushing forward. Big shove off there by KCL.
I love a big fence. Saw one in the face earlier. I love to see that.
Passing it back, nice hands.
Nice wide pass, he might have numbers if it goes, but he's greedy, but he's still finding a gap. That's number 12.
Found a great gap there. KCL centre, passes it to the fly half.
Great attacking kick, and that's 14. Thomas Waltier going through.
Saved by UCL. Grabbed by UCL at the try line and touchdown.
Knocked on first, and down red ball.
But UCL picked that up and touched over their own try line. It'll be a 5-metre attacking scrum to KCL.
Yeah, good save from Spike Howard there. Second scrimmage of the game.
Good attacking position. Looks like they're lining something up here. Number 14, Thomas Waltier lying.
I'll tell you what.
He's just dropped deep now. They've got something going on here.
I'm already quite impressed by KCL's defence. UCL got a big task in their hands here, defending so close to the try line.
It's a stiff push, but it looks like it's going to come out the back.
KCL push forward.
Advantage, they've got a free play here. What are they going to do?
Centre takes it in the middle.
It's gone loose, but it still might work out for him. But it's gone forwards. We'll come back to that penalty.
Scrum was turning.
Now, could you see what that penalty advantage was called for, Jamie?
It was something at the scrum time. It's hard to see from here, mate. It could be anything.
You keep going straight and happy, don't turn, and that's good. Guys, you must tell them to go straight. You can't turn when the stress comes on, please.
Scrummage again.
Need to look.
It's a good scrummage from KCL.
Scrum there, similar to the women's game.
Yeah.
If they get a bit of power here.
Just to be safe, mate. Yeah. Blood.
And something's
disrupted the game.
He's heading off here. I don't know what he's heading off for, really early on.
Have we got a potential injury here?
Yeah, maybe a head knock. I can't see what's coming off here. That's number 8 for UCL, Kieran Davies. Oh, he's got a bit of blood on his nose, looks like. Not much blood, a little bit of blood.
Got a bit of blood on him, wipe it off, get back to the game, lads. As he does, he's...
What's he doing there?
Just gets the water all over his face.
Squirt it all over his face.
Clock is on now, please.
Let's go, come on boys, big fucking film. Same again,
He's fired up there, like Kieran Davies. He wants to get back on, he don't want to be off. He's getting some more, he's got some cotton up his nose now.
That's fine. No, that's fine.
Kieran Davies been kicked off for injury. Well, I call it an injury, he's got a bit of a bloody nose, he's keen to get back on.
He's going to go a bit lower.
Great reaction from UCL. Let's keep that up. Scrummage kicks off.
We have early shoving going on. There's a wheel on the left-hand side. Surely it's fully wheeled. I don't know what it's. Oh, mate. What's going on there? Comes out though. Free play. Out the back to Thomas Vaultier.
Double penalty.
UCL got to get around the corner quick. It looks like they're going to come back on the same side with 12. Ollie Lyons. He loves straightening up. He hasn't given the ball once. Loves running hard line. He does.
Gotta admit, he's pretty good at it though.
He is pretty good. 15. Last time he carried near the halfway line on King's opening attack. Would have been nice to see him give the ball. I think they had an opportunity out wide. He did straighten up and made a few meters, but we'll see if that becomes a pattern in the game enough. He doesn't want to give it.
Yeah.
He's a big old lad. There are some big lads out there.
Some big lads out there. Another scrummage coming up now.
This one, that centre field scrum, options both sides, you know. Hard one to defend.
Okay, yep, we start again. Yes, absolutely, he's allowed to.
A lot of scrums in these opening few minutes.
Yeah.
Happy? Okay, right.
Seems to be some kind of kerfuffle at the scrummage here. As they go down. They bind. Strong from KCL yet again.
Didn't draw a penalty from this one, by the way. 8
Yeah, here we go.
And now
15.
will surely set the
14. The winner gets it.
The opening try in the corner.
And what a try that was. I knew that was coming, Jamie. I knew it was coming. The offence is very sharp. The backs are brilliant with great hands, and they're very fast as well. I seen that coming a mile off, but UCL now have to regain strength and come back even stronger.
Yeah, that centre field scrum is always a hard one to defend. You've got equal space both sides. It's hard to set your defenders.
Yeah.
And they've had a dominant scrum, and when you're pushing them back, you get that 8 pick, you get the 9, you always get that extra attacker on one side, and they exploited that. Quick hands to the side, and they found the space.
Yeah.
It's actually quite a promising start. I've seen them quite balanced on both sides. You've got the power game, they also got nice hands. I like what number 14, Thomas Vaultier, is doing here. He's trying to get himself involved. This time just found himself on the wing and had a walk in. Beautiful score.
Yeah, great try. Now a difficult kick here coming up.
Number 10 for KCL, Patrick O'Sullivan lining this one up. Within the 5-metre channel, far out on the right-hand side. This to make it 7-0 KCL.
I know, I had it up and down here.
I'll tell you what. He's made it 7-0. Patrick O'Sullivan with the conversion. That was a lovely kick.
Yeah, great, absolutely brilliant kick from Patrick O'Sullivan there. Great kick.
7-0 KCL, UCL restarts.
Now there's a chant I've just never understood. I heard that all through Varsity this weekend. Is this a library?
It's certainly not.
It's certainly not a library, but I don't know what you mean by that. There must be some kind of innuendo or double meaning going on there.
I think they mean it's quiet, mate, but it ain't.
It's certainly not quiet.
It's not.
Here at Richmond, it's definitely not quiet. This stadium, it's a packed out stadium. And the 10 kicks it off for UCL. And it goes immediately.
You know, that's a bit the first time maybe it's, I don't know, a bit of nerves, but
yeah, it goes out again immediately, out again. And there's another reset now.
It's just a shame because that's what led to the first, the opening attack from KCL. They have a strong scrum, and if they're just given chances to, sit there and play like this,
just don't
it's going to be a long
early and don't push early. That's all. Don't push too early. That's all.
Scrummage again, yet again.
Hold back.
Scrummages in this first half, Jamie. I don't mind watching a good scrum. I played tight head prop when I played, and it was always one of my favourite parts of watching the rugby. Obviously, it's not the most exciting and exhilarating, but as they go in,
I don't know how much scrum analysis you're going to get over here. It's just 16 big blokes pushing, but they are pushing very hard right now. It's popped up sort of on both sides. KCL moving forwards. KCL going to put the attacking kick. It's going to be UCL 15. Gave it right fielding. He spilled it. Surely he's got to clear his lines here. There's not much on. And he does, and it's a decent kick to be fair. He's going to land around about halfway. Henry Woodfine picking up now, exploring that short side. It's a big shot. It's a legal big shot. It wasn't over the horizontal. That's a big shot though.
Big shot from UCL. Absolutely dumped him there.
They might need that little bit, something like that. Shift the momentum, and they've done them again. Bundled them back again.
Yeah.
UCL field another kick about their own 10-metre line.
I don't know if you noticed there, UCL absolutely ran over a Kings player there. Absolutely ran over him. I love to see it.
Patch goes over for Kings, putting in another kick.
Back to the fly, kicks it
this
immediately.
This one's going to be very close to out of the fall. And it's bounced lovely for UCL. That's going to be a roundabout. KCL line out, just within their own half. So I like the start of this game.
Me too. Me too.
This game.
No.
Players are full of energy, crowd behind them.
I don't mind seeing the kicks being put in. It's not too much kick tennis. It's actually quite intelligent kicking. They're finding space.
How many? How many? 7?
It's pretty much the first time UCL are going to explore the KCL half, albeit they don't have the ball.
Sadly with the throw-in.
Yeah,
goes to UCL at the back.
Fumble around. They got a good scrum, but maybe their line-out's got a few chinks in it.
Yeah, potentially, Jamie. Yeah. But we go down for yet another scrummage.
I think it might be the first time the UCL have had their own feed though. So it'll be interesting to see if they get clean ball off the back of the scrum, or they're going to have really trouble due to that King's pressure.
Yeah.
Number 9, Ben Jones, could be feeding the scrum for UCL. He's got 1 varsity cap to his name last year in that tight victory.
That way.
And I'm pretty sure I didn't wait for the ref's call there as I went in.
That's your check.
Referee stopped him in the tracks, setting the line
straight
again.
and square, like that.
Props go down.
Second time lucky, here we go, Ben Jones feeds in. Looks like it's come cleanly to black, but it is still a dominant Kings scrum.
Once his hands are up.
Yeah, a lot of pressure.
Lovely line, but it's a smooth tackle there from number 12 O Lions, KCL. Looking to shift it there, but there's not much on.
Great tackle.
Yeah, great tackles. Carried there by Harry Stockdale, the Kings of UCL, excuse me. Thomas Waltier taking his time in his own half, but he's found a bit of space, running lateral.
Another big tackle from the number 8.
Try and set a platform here to kick Kings, but they have a penalty.
Number 5, offside! Number 5!
Kieran Davies with great defence.
5! Marcher.
And he hasn't made touch. That's going to be fielded by number 10 UCL, Archie Morris. And he's going to carry. He's going to hand it off to number 6. Oh,
big hit.
Wait, thank you. Tackle now, release. Thank you. Back feet. Scott, can you?
10 passes it to number 5.
Oh, that was neat there, straight through the legs.
Oh, they've got to be quick out the breakdown, UCL.
Yeah.
They've got to be quick out the breakdown. That's happened twice now. Once when they fumbled it, KCL fumbled it and kicked it when they won it. I think during the breakdown, and the second breakdown loss there for UCL. Was that a penalty advantage, UCL?
No, it's just a knock-on, man. Must have been when he retrieved the ball. I thought they had a good clean out there, but he was in such a strong position. He took a hard one on the back. I'm not sure that was, but...
Yeah.
The 10's taking it very, very flat and sort of feeding it off to a pod outside him. It's sort of inviting the defenders onto that, who's carrying the ball, UCL.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he needs to get someone running off there, or maybe they just want to take it straight off line, because they're taking it beyond the gain line, quite far behind the gain line. That's why they're having trouble cleaning that ball out. It's because they're going backwards and those KCL defenders are coming forwards. It's harder to clean that guy out. Exploring the blind side here now with number 14, Hector McKechnie.
Tackle, no! 7 in the side!
UCL playing with penalty advantage. In fact, they've tapped and go.
Tap and go. But stopped by the ref.
Nowhere near the mark. Nowhere near the mark.
I tell you, I just think the scrummaging from the UCL side could be so much better. You can see King's really going low. That tight end prop, Ben, he's doing really well, getting really low and driving down or driving up as well as he goes into the scrummage. The loose head needs to get his legs back and drive inwards to kind of counteract him driving down.
Best attacking opportunities of the game so far for UCL. They're going to have a line out within the 22. It's going to be thrown in by hooker Spike Howarth.
Offset.
I always wanted to get lifted in these lineouts.
No,
thought I looked like the best job.
Didn't let you.
Not really.
Too big, lad. Too big.
They considered it at one point, but then they just can't.
Oh, they've stolen it, Kings. They had a shaky first line out, but they've stolen UCL's first line out of the game. See if they can
Kings.
set a base to clear their lines down.
Yeah.
No, it hasn't hit the floor. No, it has. That's good. It went up. He threw
Bit of
it
a
up.
mess over there. It looks like UCL have won it back. So Arvin Sanger's going to carry into the KCL 22.
Oh, fumble.
And it's lost. It might even be a no. It's not. Just a scrum knock on there.
9, you're inside.
Go down for
9, you're inside.
yeah, another scrum. I've lost count now.
Bit of a shaky first. You know, he thought the line out there might be a good platform to launch their attack, but
yeah.
You know, a few handling errors have lost that opportunity.
Yeah, seems to be a common theme.
Yeah, earlier on, you know, in the previous game, maybe you can excuse that to that bad weather.
Yeah.
I've seen a few mistakes creeping in UCL's game. You know, you had those two, you know, poor kickoffs that gave KCL a rally platform, and then they get really good attacking opportunity and spill the ball a few times.
Here we go.
Whereas KCL were in there, they were clinical, they had that sustained pressure, 3 or 4 minutes, and they were in the corner for a try.
It is in fact raining again though.
Is it?
It is in fact raining again. You can see the rain pouring down as they set down for another scrum. You see how he can just get his legs further back there. Look at his, he can just get low. I don't know why he's kind of so upright, the loose head prop. William Milbank, he needs to just get down low and really drive his head into the tight end prop.
It's a bouncing ball, but it's cleanly recovered by UCL. 10 Archie Morris has been
no, you've got it from the board. Yes, you don't want it.
Tackled around his own 10-metre line. Strong carry there.
Very strong carry there.
See him get some quick ball.
Wait, thank you.
Wasn't ready for it there.
Wasn't ready yet.
No one wanted the ball there, did they?
Hadn't prepared for the offensive. KCL were very good at getting ready, getting set for that set piece on the offensive. UCL don't seem to be doing very good with it, and that could be attributed to the fumbles and the handling.
Again, the 10 UCL, Archie Morris, taking it very stationary, and he's not much opportunity for the people outside him. You've got the Kings defenders rushing on very quickly. They just get tackled way beyond the game line.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what he went in by the other bloke, sir. Okay.
Yeah, there was scrummage.
Flankers.
We've seen a lot of scrums.
Ben Bond looking for it now, okay?
Well, you see, KCL front row look a lot bigger, but that shouldn't excuse it. His back is not straight for the UCL loose ends. He's getting driven down by the tight heads.
You gone.
He just needs to get low and drive in.
Free kick. It's a free kick. Just a free kick. Yeah, he's played it.
Fumbled by 11.
Alex Strong
lost the ball there, but not to worry.
Maybe got lost in the lights there. Some bright lights at the Richmond Athletic Ground.
So remember the next one was did we warn now? You like a free kick? Penalty if you do it again.
Yeah, another scrum. This one just inside UCL half. KCL ball. Mine's going out a little bit there. It'll be Jack Costello, captain of KCL, to feed this one. I think he's actually driving in though, the KCL tyre, to be honest, from that angle. And he spilled it there. KCL 12 on lines. He's been keen to carry that game. It has worked out for him thus far, but in that one, spilled the ball. Good double tackle. I think that one was outside the 22 there from UCL fullback. Or was it?
So it's a penalty here or scrum back where he kicked it from? Scrum back where he kicked it from. Scrum called.
Yeah, it looks like there was a penalty advantage there for UCL. A few options where to take it from. Or a scrum.
Didn't retire at 10. You called a scrum.
Another.
Hang on, guys, the ball is away. Quite a long way away.
Slow, lads.
20 minutes gone.
Again, it's that centre field scrum we were talking about. KCL had one right on UCL's touchline. That's where they scored from. See what UCL can make of this one.
Can't wait a minute. You're there now, thinking. Cross! Point! Set!
Again, that big Kings push. It's made a mess of it. See if the 8 can pick it at the back. It's come out loose. Archie Morris has thrown a loose pass, and we're going to be bundled into touch here.
He picked it up. He picked up the ball.
Bit of afters as well.
Kerfuffle there on the sideline.
I'm sure it's going to get spicier as it goes on. I'm sure it is.
Guys, quicker! Guys, I want it quicker.
This is a bitter rivalry, remember. Kings versus UCL. Dates back to what, 1924 earlier?
I have no idea.
Oh, great line. No more. Big push. Steady push. UCL wheeling round, but the score out passes into the far.
Wallace picking up in midfield. He sees a long one. Competition that breakdown, and UCL have come away with it.
Turn it over by UCL, and they're pushing forward now.
And they're going to be playing with a penalty advantage. Free play. See what they make of it. They might be looking to go wide here.
Go wide, yeah. Oh, no. We're going to go back for the penalty advantage now.
13.
Another opportunity for UCL to drive it into KCL's 22. They have a line out just about a similar position they had earlier in the game. Didn't make much of it last time, spilled it. KCL steal. think we're waiting on a ball, but it will be purple ball when it comes.
Here we go.
Spike Howarth make good of his second throw. UCL set them all. That was nice there. Archie Morris takes it. Not from a standing start this time. Feeds number 12, Harrison Hampshire, captain. He makes a strong carry.
It's being held up by KCL there. Oh, it comes down.
Tackle now, release.
Kicked back.
Penalties taken quickly by number 9.
Tapton went there again, seeing that a lot in the women's game. Seeing it a lot now.
Surely he's made it to ground there. I don't know why he's still being held up. Yeah, surely. UCL with a free play, playing with penalty advantage. We'll come back to that penalty. I think it was a high tackle in the end.
Charged by your players. That's all I'll ask, okay? No, it's late, says no. Cool.
UCL pumping it into the corner again through captain Harrison Hampshire.
You need to change your boots, mate. I can't keep stopping for your leg, tis.
About a 5-metre attacking line out for UCL. Surely we'll see him set the ball here.
So close to the try line. Just need a big push now.
I know. I thought you could rolled up then and I got nowhere to go.
Has that
If you hadn't
ball
rolled
gone?
up, I wouldn't have been bothered.
They're struggling to find the ball again.
Guys, you take
A
the
lot
mic,
of ball
please.
problems.
Yeah.
You don't want those.
Don't want them.
No.
Fought them too many times.
Stop while we wait. Okay.
Okay, UCL ball in for the line out. So close to the try line, surely. Oh, it's one back
Surely
by
not.
KCL.
Surely not. Spike Howarth missing 2 of his 3 darts so far. Both in pretty critical positions, but they've still got good territory at UCL if they can put the pressure
Yes,
on.
it was out.
Make it messy for KCL to
Tackle
try and clear their
now,
lines
please.
here.
Back feet.
They are dropping into the backfield though. UCL 4 players in the backfield
Wait,
anticipating
Sam,
that
that's
kick.
good. That's good.
And here it comes. It's a box kick, but they'll go straight into touch. Good position for UCL.
Yeah, good for position.
Show
Yeah.
ball. Blue ball.
Ball straight back. Here we go for another set piece here. Great position. Straight away, straight up, line 5. Passes it back. Driving forward.
Tackle 5, release.
Comes down for the breakdown.
Now
Great
two,
line,
please.
great line.
For Harry Stockdale.
Oh, what's going on now? Have we got an injury?
Look, he couldn't do anything, guys. He just dropped the ball. Yes. But hurry up, please.
Doesn't
Say
look
no
that
to the
way.
other guy. Guys, you just dropped the
Looks
ball
like
on the
some
player. It wasn't a knock on. You
unlaced
couldn't play it. It's not
shoelaces
fair. And he was
restricting the
rolling
game.
away.
Good sustained pressure for UCL.
Come on, please, 4, because I've asked them to be quicker.
Turns out the one
Be a bit quicker
really
then,
good
please.
possession KCL had. That was early in the half. And they converted that. Still 7-0 KCL, but UCL
There
definitely on
you
top
go,
of things
boys.
right now. Few errors. They clean those up. They'll have a better time of it.
Yeah. Driving forward towards that try line. I can smell it. I can smell a try for UCL coming soon.
I like them to be a bit more incisive in their attack, especially when they like to play off 10 a lot, but outside that, the pod outside, they're really not. It's just to get a bit of go forward.
Yeah. Where's the field? KCL are doing quite well.
Penalty at scrum time from KCL. God knows what happened there. Something happened.
Scrimmage, in the scrimmage again, KCL win another penalty. Tell you their front row doing quite well in them scrimmages.
That way, Blue.
cleared their lines, didn't make touch, but it was fumbled by UCL. Now they put an attacking kick being chased by number 12, Ollie Lyons. Drops into touch just within the UCL 22, just like that. They've quickly gone from one side of the pitch to the other. The right side, as we look at it now, and that's UCL's side. But within UCL's 22, it's going to be UCL ball, but just like that, things change.
Yeah, doesn't take long in this game. That's what makes it so enjoyable. Turnovers and turnarounds happen constantly, come out of absolutely nowhere. And KCL have managed to somehow push back all the way towards the 22.
First opportunity in this game, just use that opportunity to run through some of the subs for KCL. At 16, we have Henry Tyra. 17, Ollie Reynolds. 18, Clayton Coleman. 19, Benedict Beckman. 20, Festus Aboaji. 21, Ben Wayman. 22, Josh Davies.
Slight break here. Tell you, does this make you miss playing rugby?
It does, but I'll tell you what, don't know if I want to be out there. Some big collisions going in.
Yeah. So
But just do miss the energy of being around. You know, you can clearly see they get up for the Varsity. It's the biggest game of the year. It's all they want to do. They're in the Bucks, they're in all these other leagues, but this is the one they want to win. And I'm sure KCL want to win it back.
Yeah.
After losing last year.
But UCL driving forward now from the line out. It's a nice line run. And it's kicked out by the fly half again, and it goes out to touch.
It's going to go into touch. Looks like we have another KCL player down, but he's back to his feet now. It's going to be KCL ball. About 15 metres inside UCL off. Use this opportunity to run through some of UCL subs. At 16, we have Shardy Nicole. 17, Matthew C.O. 18, Luca Bassini. 19, Cormac Oliver. 20, Charlie Yao. 21, Dom Christie. 22, Iri Ajibadi.
Team talk here. Yeah, I tell you, nights like this really make me miss rugby. The energy, the aggression, the fire in the belly. Tell you what, I might end up getting back to AFR.
Yeah, we've covered some great sport this weekend. Just yesterday we did the American football. That was a win for KCR, but it was great atmosphere again over in Haringey. The football on Friday, that was fantastic.
Yeah,
that was fantastic. Drama in both games, men's and women's. Both went to penalties. Women's game, KCL taking that one. And in the men's game, that was UCL victory. Yeah. Again, UCL have retained the Varsity, won back the Varsity after losing it last year. Score currently sits at 15-11. This will just be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, absolutely. So we go back to the lineup for KCL. Won by UCL, brilliant, brilliant. I love to see that. One of my favourite set pieces disrupted there.
The lineup's just proven to be a toss-up. You know, both teams have won one, lost one, stole one. Yeah. You know,
that was a great steal from UCL there as they play it back and drive forward.
Thomas Wotier is urging his team over. It looks like they might have numbers here. They're sort of short on the far side here. Got a lot of green space in the backfield if Archie Morris wants to probe that as well with a little kick.
Yeah.
Does a little show and go, and he's met by not a lot of love. Playing a bit in their own territory the first time UCL. They might look to put in a kick here. They don't want to be playing here.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
It's a long grubber and it's going to be fielded by number 11, Alex Strong. Fed to the fullback, Gabe O'Brien. Brian, excuse me.
Caught. Kieran Davis there.
He puts in a kick, doesn't go far. Kieran Davis, number 8. Strong carry, and now they're probing the short side. There's space in the backfield here. Number 11, Alex Strong is going to be chasing that down. It's a cut and bounce for UCL. But it's recovered. Number 12, Ollie Lyons getting back there for KCL.
Great tackle from Kieran Davis again.
Robert, don't make it far. I'm not sure if that was touched in flight there. He's knocked someone's beer out his hand. He's covered now. He's covered.
He's knocked the beer out the hand and he's not happy as he flips off the other crowd, the KCL crowd.
White jacket on as well, it's covered.
Yeah. Here we go for a UCL line-out.
Mike Howard
UCL
makes
win.
good of it this time. The 9 feeds it to 10. Archie Morris. He gives a.
Oh!
Yes!
What a hit! Ollie Lyons with an absolutely tremendous hit.
No more than timing, but it was
Could be a penalty for some reason.
Couldn't see anything wrong with that myself.
Number 6, Arvin Samuels brought himself to the sideline. He's got contact lens issues. He can't see. He's back on now.
And that's all it was, just a timing issue. Okay, we saw that.
It's kickable. It's kickable. Maybe they want some points on the board. You know, it's still 7-0 KCL. This is in front of the post. It's not the closest. It's about 30 metres away.
Post call.
They're going to take it.
We're going to take the kick.
Shot a goal.
Confident in the kick here. Tristan Antcliffe.
That was a big shot. I missed what the penalty was given for, but it was a very big shot.
It's a big shot. It was hard. It was easy miss. That was such a huge hit.
Stay palms down.
Ollie Lyons with a tremendous hit. There we go. Tristan Antcliffe about to kick now for the 3-pointer. And it goes in! Brilliant kick.
Tristan Antcliffe with the conversion. Not much respect shown by the KCL fans here. A lot of privilege and double-barrel names in this crowd getting rowdy. But Tristan Antcliffe makes good of it.
Yeah, ignoring the pressure from the crowd there. Focusing on the game. Great career.
Not many of them. They are over to our left, these KCL fans, but they are loud.
6.5 seconds.
But I would say it is a majority purple crowd, majority UCL crowd here at Richmond Athletic Ground.
Yeah.
(7-3). KCL get us back underway. Fullback Oscar Debar with a nice high kick, and it's led to a fumble by UCL. It's going to be a KCL scrum within the UCL half.
Scrum down.
Here we go again.
First one. Thank you. Blue ball. Blue ball. Yes. Yeah, that's good. Yes. So I've done by red first, and then it was by blue. Just a blue ball.
Take that back. It must have been a ACL knock on. It's going to be number 9, Ben Jones of UCL, to feed a UCL scrum.
Crouch! Point! Now, guys, it's all moving. It's all moving. It's all moving. Yeah. You were moving then. Let's go straight and square. Thank you. Run! Point! Set!
Been a good start. I think it promises more scores than last year's 12-8 scoreline. I think we're in for a few more scores.
Yeah,
tonight.
definitely. Oh, it's fumbled.
Now it's a double knock-on. Now it's a knock-on.
Referee stops play. Yeah, absolutely, Jamie. I can see I can, racking up the scoreboard tonight. Keep this up, keep the aggression up, and we're in for a really good night of rugby.
Yes, it is. Knock on with the blue.
That said, we do see a lot of set pieces tonight.
A sign being held up saying Archie Morris has more Riz than the entirety of Kings.
Potentially true. Scrummage again. KCL pushing forward there.
They're trying to milk that penalty. I don't know if they're going to get it, but the Lions going to feed it from the base. 20 Lions again. He gives it this time, and maybe he shouldn't have. Jonathan Effiong spills it there. Comes back to Kings. Surely it was a knock-on. Surely.
Knock on by red first. Scrum down, blue ball. No
Turned
advantage.
over about 3 times there. As we go down for another scrum.
A lot of scrums.
4 minutes.
So what do you think that the UCL team could be doing better at this point, Jamie?
So if they go...
It's hard to say. I think in attack, I think it is that. Both lines, the defence has been really good. And I think you're going to have to find something else in attack to win today. I'm not quite liking how they're playing off 10 with those those hard lines because they're not exactly hard.
Thank you.
They're taking them pretty stationary and they're inviting that pressure on. Saying that, he's bringing it forwards there. Want to play in the right places. I think they're making the smart decisions. You know, since that early score, they've sort of settled themselves. That's a lovely kick. It's going to bounce just in a touch. In King's half, it's going to be KCL ball.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe keep that scoreboard moving when they get kickable penalties. I like what they did there. You know, you don't want to be keep on. They've had a few lineouts now really on KCL's half.
And they did.
They've squandered them. You know, you don't want to keep doing that. You don't want to keep pushing yourselves down. They're trying to get those 7 points when 3 adding up is going to be enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
7 called, they've called 7.
It's been a pretty even start, I would say. Pretty even start.
Takes the line out quickly. Jumping up.
Wait,
nearly won by UCL, but KCL again.
Better more set this time. It's charging. It's moved about 5 metres into UCL's half.
Balls out.
Oh, brilliant.
Nice line. That's Henry Woodfine of KCL.
14 release. Back feet.
Nice shot
tackle
there.
Now, tackle!
He's driven back. Strong leg drive there.
Yeah, very strong leg drive.
Thank you.
Okay. Thought the kick was coming in eventually. It does come in. It's going to be a grab. It's going to bounce into touch just outside. They were playing with penalty.
Not you, the outside man. Offside, boo. Need the space. Need a yard, please. Hi. Look, I'm giving all high tackles, and if I see them, they'll be given, okay? One minute.
Kicked out by KCL.
I'm here.
KCL now very close to the try line.
First time they've been back in here in a while.
Yeah.
They've caught 7.
First time they spent a good few minutes here. And they scored. It was probably 1 entry into the 22, 1 score. Let's see if they can be as clinical as last time.
At least it started, all right, mate. Start it and then you can come in. Don't come in there. This hand, but you got before he left it.
Arian Sadu to throw in. Eventually.
We also see now with the women's KCL side, when they got close to the try line, they managed to push it over and score.
It's gone long again, it's retrieved.
Very long.
Very long, but it's done the job.
Maul now, breakdown. Driving forward. Keeps driving forward, close to the try line now.
Now you put the ball on and be quiet. You're offside, 5.
Driving forward
offside.
again.
Penalty advantage.
KCL playing with penalty advantage. They've got a free play. Thomas Wautier wants it wide, but he might not need it because KCL are going to drive over and it's going to be a try.
Yeah, again, just got close to the try line and pushed forward with all the aggression and strength they could. They scored a brilliant try there. Sometimes in this beautiful game, that's all it takes. A bit of aggression and leg pushing close to that try line, and UCL just couldn't defend it there.
Makes it 12-3 Kings with that try. Conversion to come, if successful, 14-3 Kings.
Blind, sir.
Patrick O'Sullivan here, about to take the kick.
Oh! In off the post. He only takes a few steps, Patrick O'Sullivan, but it was a lovely kick.
Yeah, lovely kick, hit off the post. I don't see too many of them.
I think that might even bring us to half-time. So that's going to be half-time. 14-3 Kings.
14-3 Kings, half-time now. Hope you're enjoying the show tonight. It's been a brilliant game so far.
It has been a brilliant game. Do you know what? That flew for me. We've seen both sides have opportunities. We've seen KCL build clinical. That's 2 entries into the 22, 2 scores, 2 converted scores with Patrick O'Sullivan making nice kicks. UCL had good opportunities with those two lineouts close to the line. They tried to set them all. They tried to drive over. It didn't happen. They took the 3. It's going to make it 14-3.
Yeah, great game so far. Absolutely brilliant night for rugby. And yeah, like you said, that absolutely flew for me. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that flew. To me, that could have been halfway through. That's just the quality of the game.
Yeah.
Just the quality of the game. And we are certainly going to see more scores than last year's 12-8 scoreline. I think it's going to open up in the second half.
Me too. UCL are going to keep pushing back now. They've got no other choice. They've got to regain it. They've got to.
Still a few players who are dying for touch of the ball. I want to see Alex Strong get his hands on the ball. I want to see Hector McCuckney get his hands on the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I also just want to see big, massive lines ran by the forwards there. You know, that's again, they made the right decision, KCL, when they were close to the try line. They got the big lads to just push forward and smash over the try line. That's the best thing to do a lot of the time, and let's see that. Also, KCL offensive is working brilliantly. Great set pieces, great backs from the set pieces coming through.
Also, since no subs this half, so you've got 12 hungry boys who want to come on and make a difference in this game. All of King's bench, all 6 of them, on Varsity debut tonight.
Yeah, Varsity debuts. You've got a Welshman as well, Josh Davis for KCL. He could be potentially coming on later today.
My eyes on Festus. This is looking to be a game for the forwards, particularly that KCL forward pack. They've had scrum dominance. Maybe off the back of that scrum, Festus can make some big goals.
Yeah, potentially, Jamie. Got any predictions for after second half?
It's hard to see. It's been such a, for me, even game. The KCL have just been clinical. I think UCL are going to grab the opportunities. They'll be telling whether they can take them or not. Set piece it's been a bit of a problem. I like seeing them launch better attacks off them. Better attacks off 10. I really don't, is what I'm trying to say. I have no idea what's about to happen.
I can really see UCL coming forward now and just absolutely going for it in this second half. I could see the energy, I could see the excitement and the angst that they were building up through that first half. But they just couldn't seem to pull it off. But now after this team talk with the coach and the manager, I think they're just going to come back really strong, really aggressive, and KCL might not keep that up. They might not be able to keep it up now in the second half, and let's hopefully see some UCL aggression. Okay, breaking up from the team talk now, UCL, as we potentially go back to the second half now. Having a great night for rugby. It looks like it's cleared up a little bit. The weather conditions haven't been amazing for this rugby, especially for handling. We've seen it in the women's game, a lot of fumbles, and there's been a few fumbles. Can potentially be attributed to the weather conditions, but potentially not as well. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up now as we push back to the second half.